favorite podcast is Two Dits and Tits. I put up my tits to get down with this. My favorite podcast, Two Dits and Tits. We fight and then we celebrate with tits.
What's up? You're on with another episode of Jits and Tits. Damn! The Jits and Tits podcast is brought to you by Brandon Remy of RemyFit, the premier online training outlet for combat sports athletes, focusing on the 4 pillars of performance: movement, mindset, sleep, and nutrition. Check out Brandon at RemyFit.com and be RemyFit on Instagram.
We're also brought to you by Island Kava, Long Island's first and only kava bar, serving exotic teas and relaxing elixirs that'll help you recover and wind down after an intense training session. Island Kava is located right in the heart of Patchogue.
We are also sponsored by Totalmotion 360. This new at-home fitness product combines both functional training and traditional training methods, taking it to new levels never seen before. Totalmotion 360 combines landmine training and mixes movements from yoga, Pilates, and Tai Chi, creating fun, total body workouts to promote balance, mobility, and strength. Check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Totalmotion 360 and visit their website, totalmotion360.com.
We're also brought to you by Relax and Revive, which is a total mind and body optimization and rejuvenation space. When you need to feel recharged and ready to go, book an appointment or walk in and give yourself a well-deserved break. They offer access to infrared saunas, leg compression therapies, full body LED recovery bed, cold plunge, and professional massage therapy. They also have a private room that has an infrared sauna and cold plunge in the same room to try out their contrast therapy.
The Jits and Tits podcast is also brought to you by Lalo. Lalo is a carbonated kava drink inspired by the culture of the south coast of the Fiji Islands, where locals have been cultivating and enjoying kava for generations. Their ingredients are sourced straight from the South Pacific, staying true to their island roots. Inspired by their island lifestyle, Lalo is looking to counterbalance the caffeinated work hard, play hard culture of our time. You can find Lalo at Island Kava, Long Island's major distributor of this relaxing, island-inspired drink.
What's going on, boys?
What's up, players?
Hi.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Howdy.
Yo, I'm just going to say I'm down bad right now.
What?
We're all down bad right now, D-Rock.
Exactly.
I'm a little tight, I'm not going to lie. You know, it's something else when you go to make plans with somebody and it's quite clear and evident that they just didn't want to hang out, dude.
Yeah, it's sad. Slap in the face.
Yeah.
Slap in the nuts. Kicking the dick.
Yeah, slapping the dick.
Slapping the nuts, kicking the dick. What would you rather? Would you rather get slapped in the nuts or kicked in the dick?
Oof. Slap in the nuts. I feel like a kick is pain.
I don't know, man, because I feel like getting hit right in the shaft hurts less than the nuts.
Yeah,
I don't
definitely.
know. I don't know.
Unless there's something behind the shaft on the other side, like your fucking pubic bone. Because I've gotten that. I think it was with you.
Yeah,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
And you were like, I'm fine, and I'm like, you can't be fine. Like I felt it on my fucking shin.
Yeah, and then like a minute
I'm like, that
later,
was definitely cock on my shin.
Wait, hold up. You guys were rolling.
Yeah. I went to go, I think it was headquarters.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was like his shin or his knee,
Right
like
to his
literally
dick.
like right to my dick.
And I felt soft cock
behind
skin on my shin.
But behind my dick was my bone. So it was like a fucking in a vice.
Yeah.
And
It took him
Dude,
it took him like 10
he's
seconds.
like-
He's like, I'm good, keep going. And then all of a sudden he just like fucking rolls over and lays down.
I'm like, I'm not good.
It's bleeding, I swear.
Bro, I literally thought it was. Like I had to go into the bathroom and check.
I've had my shaft smushed before.
Yeah, I didn't realize how painful that was. First time in my life was actually like training. And like I always thought it was the balls that were pain, but I got my dick pinched and I was like, oh my God, this is fucking agony.
But that's the thing, is it has to be pinched between something. If you just kick it, I don't know how much
the
it's going to
shaft,
hurt.
yeah, the shaft won't hurt that much. But
It's like-
when
it's
there's
like,
something
you
behind
know,
it, like rock in a hard place.
No, the shaft still hurts. I think it just hurts less than the balls. The balls are just way more sensitive.
Balls just make you give you like a lower back pain, and you feel like you have to puke.
What about the tip?
Dude, this is going to be a rough podcast because laughing hurts. This is gonna be tough for me.
I think the tip is probably where it hurts the most.
Yeah.
As far as
A lot
like the
of
shaft.
nerve.
Yeah, I'd rather get kicked in the shaft than anywhere else in that area.
Yeah, and not the head. Leave the head out.
Leave the head
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
It's very hard for me because it's all basically
The same.
It's like a mushroom tip.
It's one big head.
There's very hard to distinguish between the two, but I mean,
Yeah, that definitely has to be the worst pain, I think, is the ball shot. And what sucks the most about a nut shot?
The delay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, am I good?
I'm all right.
Am I
I'm
good?
all right.
I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm not good.
do you
Oh
ever
my God, I'm gonna
you
throw
ever
up.
get kicked so hard your balls go above your shaft?
No,
dude.
That happens
like a
sometimes.
hat.
Do you
That
ever have
happened.
your testy go like up inside
That's
of you?
what I'm talking about.
goggles.
Yeah, dude, that's miserable. That happened to me rolling one time.
Yeah, you gotta,
Me
like, push
and-
it down. Push it
Me
out.
and Steve
Yeah.
took my back and threw his hooks in, and his heel mashed my nut and pushed my actual testicle up into me, where I literally, like, when we got done rolling, I got up
You gotta,
and
like,
had to put my
Oh,
gi
my God.
and push my nut
Yeah.
down.
No
Steve's like,
way.
what are you
It
doing? I'm
feels
like,
so
bro, my
fucking
nut
weird.
is literally up in my waist right now. He's like, what the fuck? He's like,
Are
why
you
didn't you
kidding?
tap? I was like, I didn't want to tap.
I
Are
can't.
you kidding me?
I'm not kidding, bro.
I can't come when I'm on my back because I'm scared of that. Because it happened. A girl was riding me. She was on top. I came, and it, like, I guess I came so hard that it, like, shot up above my dick. And
No,
I'm
that-
like,
oh.
It had
That's
backfire.
not what. It's not because you came too hard. It's because
I don't know what it was,
it's
but I'm so
because
scared
your
to
nuts
come
get-
when I'm on my
they're
back that I don't ever
when they're
do it.
pushing back down, their nuts, their butt is hitting your nuts, and
Yeah.
like the friction and can literally
dude,
push
he,
it up.
Terrence, can
he came so hard that he had.
I will.
He had
I,
some
That's not what
backfire.
happened.
I need Terrence to look this up, please.
I
Terrence.
can't.
Well, I know your nuts kind of get like sucked out of your sack and into you when you bust.
It's called ejaculation recoil.
Yeah, dude. The first time I saw
I
it,
had to push it back down. I'm
dude,
not,
I didn't realize
Well,
that
you
that
know
was
that's what
happening
hernia is,
every
right? When-
every time.
when
And then
you're-
like one time I just saw it and I'm like, yo, where are my nuts? Why are they not in my sack right now? And I freaked out. But then I looked it up and it happens every time. I just never noticed it. They're weird. They'll be like in like your pubic bone.
No,
area.
it was
Are
like
you serious?
That's why they,
Yeah.
I
that's
had
why
to
they
push
next
it
time
down.
say like, "Yo, your nuts are in your stomach." That's not like
A joke.
A joke that it can really have. That's what in reverse. That's one of the hernias where like your intestines breach that wall and
Yeah.
slide down into your ball bag.
Dude, how
Yes.
funny is that with the physical? It's like, dude, I know if I have a hernia or not. There's no need for you to be on my
Yeah,
dick
but
right now.
when you're 5 years old, dude, you don't know shit.
True. But how's
Hey.
a 5-year-old getting a hernia? Like, what the fuck are they picking up?
It could just
Yeah,
be
it
like
could
a
be stress.
condition. Yeah.
Well, there's different types of hernia. There's like
The one that breaks through the abs,
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
muscle,
yeah.
and then
That's-
like what you said, the one that drops down to
Yeah.
the sack.
My dad used to
yeah,
have
not
that.
all of them are
like,
from picking things up.
be sticking out like an alien, and he would like push it back in. I'm like, dude, get surgery. This is gross.
Ew. He'd be like, yo, check out my second belly button, bro.
Yeah. Oh. Yo, we missed a war last night. Cater went off.
Dude.
Huh? I saw like I saw pictures of the aftermath, and it looked like insane.
You watch
Did you
it,
guys?
D-Rock?
Yeah, I watched it. Did you
Who'd he
guys? Calvin Cater and Giga Chikadze.
Uh.
Amazing fight. And I don't know if you guys watched it. Were you able to hear the commentary?
We didn't watch,
didn't
it,
watch
at
it at
all.
all.
Oh, dude. So it was almost a full year to the day that Calvin Cater fought Max Holloway, which is his last fight. If you guys remember that,
Yeah.
Holloway put on a clinic, right?
That was when he was saying he's the best boxer in MMA.
Yes,
right? Yeah.
and he set like a record for like
The-
significant strikes landed and thrown.
Yeah.
Calvin Cater, almost a year to the day, put on a very Max Holloway-like performance that was put on him to Giga Chikadze. His significant strikes were like over 1,000 or something like that.
Wow.
And he put a pace on Giga that was insane. He did to Giga Chikadze what Max Holloway did to him almost a year prior. And during the fight, Bisping like said that and alluded to it. It was pretty impressive that that's what happened.
Yeah,
It's
that's awesome.
insane. Yeah,
So
That's
it
a
was-
long layoff.
So it's basically a one-way fight.
it was a good fight, but yeah, it was, but
It was
It was
actionable.
still competitive in a weird way. It was more competitive than Cater Holloway because Giga had his moments and tough son of a bitch, bro.
Yeah.
Tough son.
I
He
know,
was
he
still
was
dangerous to the
lumped
end,
up.
but man, Calvin looked fucking phenomenal, dude. He was doing some real high level shit. Like, so Giga is a former kickboxing world champion. He was in Glory, and Giga's known for his kicking abilities, and he would target the body a lot, get guys worrying about the body, and then come up and knock people out with head kicks. So what Cater was doing was just crowding him, forcing him to fight in boxing range, right, trying to take his kicks away. And what he was doing with his pressure is he would switch stances. He would be switching as he's coming forward and cutting off the ring, switching to southpaw to take away that body kick that Giga is famous for. So he would switch to southpaw, he would take that body kick lane away from Giga, and you would see when he would switch, it would make him think he had a pause, where he was like, wait, he switched stance, and it would freeze him, and then he'd just put pressure on him, jabs, fucking, and it was beautiful.
And Cater is a boxer, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they were gassing up his boxing, saying how good it was, and that's why Holloway got tight. And he's like, "I'm the best fucking boxer in MMA."
Yeah.
Like he was yelling at. Like,
I remember.
Dana.
Yeah, I remember that fight. Max Holloway made it look like he didn't even belong in that cage.
Yeah.
that was bananas.
Well, a year
love
later, this
Holloway.
motherfucker came back, and he's a better fighter from that fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it sounds like really
he had
good
a
coaching.
sick in the first round too. He had a sick takedown. Got on Giga's back. there was a weird scramble where Giga ended up scrambling almost out. Cater caught a head and arm triangle from bottom, ended up in bottom guard, and had a head and arm triangle from the bottom, like
closed guard.
like years ago where Jeremy Horn did that to Chuck Liddell, slapped him with it. Couldn't finish it and used it to take his back again. Slick transition.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
the head and arm, man. It's like I feel like a very overlooked submission.
yeah,
There's a few guys in the UFC that like really master it, like Galipsy.
yeah. Gregor
Gregor
finishes that.
Kelleher use it a lot too.
Who?
Kelleher.
Yeah, he fought last night.
Kelleher's
Too.
got a good guillotine. He's got a
Weidman
really good
uses
guillotine.
it a lot.
Weidman.
He's got a different
Did he fight last night? Kelleher?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
won.
won.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, he won. Yeah, Weidman beat Gastelum with a head and arm.
Dude, his head and arm is probably the strongest one I've ever felt. I felt like my head was gonna pop off.
How would
hear
did
about
you
my
watch
head
his
on?
fight?
Kelleher's?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah.
He
Was it
looked
a good fight or
Yeah, it was
like
a good fight. He won a decision, but it was a good fight.
Probably
Sweet.
a war.
No, it's awesome. He's on the rise,
Yeah, he's had some good fights, man. He's lost some fights. He won some fights. You know, it's cool just seeing like local guys go out there doing well. You know,
Like on the biggest
yeah,
thing.
the big show, man. Like even with LaFleur, it was cool to see him. Was LaFleur like top 10?
Yeah,
He was at one point, yeah.
I
He
mean,
was
dude,
top 5 at one point, wasn't he?
No, I don't think he broke top 5, but he's definitely top 10. He main evented against Damian Maia in Brazil. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like that's
that's
Didn't
crazy.
he main
and that was his
event
first
in,
loss.
in Dubai too?
Yeah, he
Or
did.
like Abu
He
Dhabi
did
or
go
He
to
fought. Yeah, he fought in Abu Dhabi. He fought in Sweden.
Yeah, wasn't
Damn.
it? He was the main event there, wasn't he?
No, I don't think so. I think that was like his second or third fight in the UFC. His first few fights in the UFC were all international.
That's crazy.
That's
he fought
wild, dude. Because you're not
John
getting paid. You're not getting paid that much to fucking have to fly out like you and your coaches all the way to fucking Dubai.
Yeah.
Like that ain't cheap, especially if you don't win.
I'm pretty sure Eric Ott went
Especially
with
if
him
you're
on that
first,
Yeah, he
second
did.
fight.
Yeah,
one.
like,
They were
you're
drinking
not
like
getting
camel's
much.
milk and shit.
But you said that before, D-Rock.
They were.
You said that before, though. Like these guys in the UFC, like they get like one person, and then everybody else either has to pay or you have to pay for the other people to come
Yeah,
out.
the UFC only pays for one coach
Yeah.
to travel.
It's crazy.
But but it's weird because they give you, they give the coaches stuff, like a whole sweatsuit and
that's it.
everything.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just saying it's like.
Yeah.
But I'm,
I'd rather get I got a sweatsuit, but I had to pay like fucking.
But I'm
I had to
saying
pay
is
like
if
$5,000 to get here.
If they
Yeah, we'll give you a
notice,
hoodie instead of a plane ticket.
but I'm saying is if they know that they're gonna have like coaches like that, like why even hook all of them up?
Well, so that's the thing. You have to well, so it depends on the state also. There's different rules by athletic commissions in every state. Some athletic commissions let only one coach in the cage. Some you can have two. Some you can only have 2 cornermen. Some you could have 3. So it depends on where you're fighting. And then on top of that, the UFC still only pays for you to bring one coach. So you can tell the UFC, I have 3 coaches, and they'll be like, cool, we'll give you pants and a sweatshirt for them, but you figure out how to get those motherfuckers there.
Yeah.
We're only taking care of one.
yeah, that's fucking crazy.
yeah, that's so stupid.
You guys seen Gregor? Like he's staying on this like Tony Ferguson shit, like
Oh,
calling him
dude.
out. Like he
Yeah, that was so
made like a
funny.
TikTok video of like a
Yeah.
dude with the sunglasses on. He's
Yeah,
like doing
Carlos.
Yeah.
So that's cool that he's.
Carlos can dance though, huh? Motherfucker had some moves.
They were all right, bro. They're not anything that I could pull out, bro.
Hate.
Just saying, man.
the spaggy shuffle.
Dude, just saying. Remy's coming from my job, bro. I'm not letting him take it that easy.
All right, I respect that.
All right.
I respect that. Yeah, step it up, bro. Start hating
I'm
harder.
gonna have to, bro.
Why don't you just start hating on Remy every week instead?
The guy
does.
comes out with sunglasses on and does a little cha-cha and everybody thinks he has great moves. Like, come on.
Damn. Tell him why you mad, son.
Yeah, do the windmill. Ferguson could do the windmill. I didn't see no windmill. Damn. Balls out a backspin or something, bro. Come on.
Yeah, that video was funny though. I was dying.
It
laughing.
was funny. It was
Nick,
funny.
I'm going there Wednesday night to Carl's school. You want to come with me? Talk shit to him?
Yeah.
All right.
From the parking lot.
What school is that?
From the park.
Modern.
Modern Jiu-Jitsu.
Where is that?
Babylon.
Babylon, Deer Park, Dix Hill.
Oh, Babylon,
some
really?
shit over there.
Is that
You just need like 10 towns,
It's in that area.
It's like Babylon, Deer Park, Dix Hills,
Is it
Massapequa,
Babylon?
somewhere in that Nassau area.
He's like West Islip, Babylon, Lyndhurst, Melville.
Patchogue.
He just goes
somewhere on the
It's
South Shore, in between here and
Western-
Queens.
like,
Western
you
South
know,
Shore, Suffolk. that
Patchogue,
whole area.
Bayport, Belport.
Yeah.
something
Isn't
over
that,
there.
isn't
Same
that who
fucking thing.
Eddie's super fight opponent is from? Modern?
No, it was. They
Yes.
changed opponents.
Oh, they changed
again.
it? Yeah,
They
they-
changed.
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Because I thought, because I knew it. The name sounded familiar.
I
Yo,
think
speaking-
he has somebody from Sarah's.
Speaking of super fights and tournaments,
Yeah, the People's Wipeout registered for his first tournament. It's
Hey,
gonna be-
yo.
Hey.
I
I thought this is your first one. I thought you did one in Atlantic City.
I just go to them all.
Atlantic City? No. He went on a bender.
Yeah, that was a bender and a half.
He gambled.
Yeah, he did his own tournament.
But yeah, I finally registered after a lot of fucking persistence from everyone telling me to compete, and I feel like I'm ready, so I'm going for it. I'm gonna do both divisions. I signed up early, so it was only like I was thinking about doing like a last minute register for Sogi on February 6th, but the price was up to like $150, so I'm like, fuck that. I got 2 divisions for $99 at Pride on March 5th. It's local, so it's gonna be at Islip High School, so it's nice and close.
Yep.
Oh, it's an Islip?
Yeah.
Oh, sick.
Yeah, go in there, take the gold, and go home.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna sign
even if you
up
don't win
for
the
that.
gold, I'll steal a couple medals.
let's go.
Did I ever tell you about Galvez, dude?
What, he stole a sword, right?
He stole a sword and he stole me a banner, bro. I had a Naga banner, Mat 4, for like 12 years.
That's
dude.
so fire.
That's
The
so
sword
funny.
is so sick. I wish like they gave that to white belts.
Dude, so
Do you
that's
still have the banner?
dude, it got like fucked up.
Oh,
Yeah.
it'd be so sick if you still had it. You should start like a Mat 4 BJJ page and just like hang it in different places constantly.
What is the sword? You have to be brown belting up or something?
I
No,
think it's
'cause
super
kids get
fight.
it.
Oh, okay. I thought it was super fights or some shit.
No, because
They-
I think I
they
got
give
one
the
that's like a
kids
purple
fucking-
belt, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe a
Swords.
blue belt? No,
I
maybe-
fucking need
the story.
a sword.
The story was funny though, because like we go there, it was me, Hugh McKenna, and my buddy Mike Galvez, and we all competed. Galvez, like, I think got knocked out the first round, so like there's no like wrestlebacks or anything. So he winds up like, you know, being sour about it. Me and Hugh, we take our belts, and then as we're leaving, Galvez is like, "Yo, we're out in the park." He's like, "Yo, I got something for you." I'm like, "You got something for me?" He's like, "Yeah." Opens up his bag and pulls out this like
Fucking samurai sword.
Well, no, he pulls out a 6-foot long banner that said Naga with flames, and it was like Mat 4. And I'm like, "What the fuck, dude?" He's like, "Fuck them, bro." And then I'm like, "Dude, that's crazy. You want to see something else that's crazy?" And somehow he fucking pulls out this samurai sword. It was like Mary Poppins bag. He was just pulling shit out,
like
dude.
a rabbit out of
Pulling
a
shit
hat.
out. And he pulls out this samurai sword. So the whole ride home, we're all holding it and shit. Like,
Dude, it's so cool.
it's dull as fuck, though.
Yeah, I know,
you just
but
get
yeah.
it sharpened.
It's duller than a fucking butter knife, bro.
Bro, you can get it sharpened.
I'm gonna
You could.
email.
It still looks cool as
EDCC
fuck.
and see if they can send me out a replacement medal for the one that I lost.
Oh,
I tagged him
you
the other
lost
day.
it in a move or something?
Yeah,
Fuck.
it's the only medal that like,
meant something.
yeah, it really meant something that I lost it. I'm tight about it.
That sucks.
The
Well, if it
picture
meant
of that
something, you wouldn't
tournament
have
came
lost
up
it.
on my memories the other day, so I tagged him and I was like, "Yo, you guys want to hook me up? I'll send you the screenshots. Like I did place third. It's real."
I did play.
well, they can check.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah, that's what I'm
They
saying. So we're gonna launch a social media campaign to get me my medal back.
That's so funny. Yeah, I've always kept my medals, man. For some weird reason, I've always had that like idea that as I got older, I was gonna like want them. Look back on like the memories that I made.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
but
know?
I love how you have like your belts, like your colored belts in like a big like mason jar or
Yeah.
whatever. I think that's so cool to hang on. That's not something I would have thought of doing.
Yeah.
And now like I'm 100% going to do that.
Yeah, that was always like my mindset, dude. Like hold on to this shit because years to come, it's gonna be nice to look back and be like, oh shit, here was my white belt. This medal I got from there.
I
Yeah.
kind of wish I kept all that shit because I actually found my brown belt in the bottom of my closet the other day, and I was like, "Fuck."
It would have
It
been nice.
would have been nice to have like all the shit that I
Yeah, I don't
whatever.
have my white or blue belt.
I don't have. I
don't
have.
know what happened to it.
I don't have any of my belt. I have nothing. I have my black belt. That's it.
And you're brown now.
Yeah, no, that's probably going to be lost in the week.
It's
Dude, you
already-
should
it's already
hold on
missing
to
again.
it.
What am I going to do with it? I don't have the rest of them. So
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but like
buy
you could
them.
display them, like get some kind of like hookers, like some shelf on the wall that like
Yeah.
has them. I like what you have in like the big jar. I
Yeah.
think it looks really cool.
I have my very first gi from Kyoto too.
Really?
Yeah, and I used to do this choke. I called it the homemade, where basically it's like a lapel choke from the bottom of my gi, and I would like wrap it around their head, and then from mount I would pull on the same side, and it would just like lasso and choke them. And from doing that choke so much, where the jacket kind of like is slit right on most gi tops.
Oh, yeah.
It opened up.
It is ripped all the way to my armpit, and then I would sew it, and then I would do this choke again, and it would rip all the way to my armpit. So I have this thing hanging in my fucking closet, and it's like it's just not even sewn. It's like ripped all the way to the armpit, dude. It's the funniest fucking shit.
That's funny.
I remember I ripped so many gis doing like worm guard. That little slit there. As soon as you pull, if the gi was like a couple years old, it would just fucking rip the whole way up. I was like, fuck, sorry, dude.
Yeah, and they made gis like fucking pretty good back then too. Man.
Yeah.
Dude, those Kyoto geese are like quadruple weaves.
Yeah, they're heavy.
They're thicker than judo gis.
Yeah, they're thick boys.
I
dude.
wish I had a cooler fucking first gi. I'm just gonna fucking throw mine out. I didn't realize that Sanibel was like the Harbor Freight of fucking gis. So I got a couple. I think they were like $70 or some shit. And then I'm like, oh,
I'm trying
man.
to think my first gi what it was.
And then I read Breed's like code of conduct and shit, and it said like, yeah, these are brands that we endorse. He's like, we don't. He's like, so a lot of members like the Sanibel, but we don't like back them. Or I'm like, fuck, like I got a loser key on right now.
Yeah, the amount of gis that they have now, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah, there's so many cool brands. Guys doing some really cool shit. Like A&P just had a drop. I think Show Your Roll had a drop.
Remember when they first came out with like it wasn't black, white, or blue. They had like a green or a red one that first came out.
Yeah.
Oh, back in the day, there was like 4 gi companies. There was like Howard Kimonos. Remember Howard?
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, dude. Yeah, Howard Kimonos.
Dude, Slim Jim had nothing but Howard
Yeah.
gis.
Slim Jim.
Yeah.
What is this? Is this a guy you know?
Yeah.
Named Slim Jim?
Yeah.
He trained at the RCs for a little bit.
Not probably not my time.
Jim
Slim Jim actually
Goschel.
was like the guy who got me into like the guillotine. Slim Jim used to have a nasty guillotine.
Slim Jim, I
and
love
he
that.
showed
name.
me some guillotine tricks, and that's what like got me on that path to guillotines. But
Yeah, what
there was Howard Kimonos, there's Corrals, and
Yeah.
what's the one that starts with the A? Fuck.
Oh, I don't remember.
A&P?
I remember
No.
the
Love
choral
A&P.
ones. That's
too.
that's how I got my nickname Luigi, because I got they came out with like the competition one. They had a red, a green, and then whatever, like the regular other colors. I was like, fuck, I've never seen a green gi before. Let me get that. I got that, and because I'm a plumber, everyone started calling me Luigi because I had a green gi on.
Dude, I love that Freedom green gi. I think it's so sharp. I love that like military
The
green.
military one?
This one, it was like it turned brown after a while. Like after you washed it for a little bit, it turned brown. This was the fuck coral.
Oh, Atama. That's it.
Oh,
Atama.
yeah.
It was like Atama.
Are they still around?
Yeah, they are. That's all I remember. It was like Corral, Atama,
Gameness.
Gameness.
Kings has been around a while, right? Kings kimonos.
Yeah, King's only in the last like 10, 11 years. Though.
Oh, really?
I'm talking
Yeah, they
about
weren't.
2007-ish. It was like Atama, Howard, Corral, Gameness. I don't remember
can't
many
think
others.
of-
Nick, it was Atama gis. Remember Atama?
Yeah.
Those were like the originals.
Yep. I think that's what my gi is, the Kyoto gi.
Yeah.
What other gis were the OGs back in the day?
I don't know.
Gameness,
A lot of them
Howard.
judo gis.
What kind of freaking black belt are you?
Atama was a judo gi company. Atama
Yeah.
and Howard were, and believe it or not, dude, Adidas is making gis
that's
for
what I was-
Really?
Yeah,
Adidas
that's what I
makes
was
gi
thinking of.
still?
Adidas?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How did- what-
they
I've
made
never
a lot
seen
of
one.
judo gis, and they were like quadruple fucking weave
Yeah.
gis.
Eric Ott is tight with Adidas because Adidas has been low key making combat sports gear for quite some time, and he's like, fucking Adidas, they should have got on board years ago and sponsored fucking MMA and this and that. He's like, we brought it to the mainstream. He's like, those fucking pricks.
Yeah.
He gets pissed off about it.
And those are his people too. Those
Yeah,
are Germans.
Germans.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Adidas.
Adidas.
Aren't they brothers? They were like two brothers, I think.
What does that mean again? What Adidas?
All
All day I dream about
about sex.
submissions.
All
Oh,
day I
soccer,
dream
but-
about it. That'd be pretty dope.
No, it
dude.
is all day I dream about sports.
Oh, sports. Okay.
I thought it was sex.
Oh,
I say
really?
subs. Yeah, that's what it is.
Oh, nice, dude.
They have dope shit. And like
Adidas.
they partnered with fucking Ye for the Yeezys. Like that's so much fucking money.
Yeah.
They're ugly as fuck.
I never.
No,
yeah,
I don't think so. I think they're
Yeezys are
nice.
Ugly as
Dude,
shit.
everything
Really?
fucking Kanye makes is
Yeah, everything he
Yeah.
makes is fucking
those
retarded.
fucking-
Chill.
If I ever bought Yeezys,
Shoot me.
I would just wear the shoebox.
I
on
would
my
wear
feet.
Crocs before I wore Yeezys.
I wear Crocs. Damn,
100%.
that's-
Dude,
Dude,
it's
the
ma-
Yeezys look like a hovercraft. That's what they look like to me.
Dude, I love hovercrafts. Though.
Yeah,
That's exactly what they look like.
Yeah,
Aren't those them? Remy?
No.
No.
They look similar, don't they?
Those
No.
are the Foot Clan shoes.
Nah, they look like the,
These are Kinnis Barefoots. These look nothing like Yeezys.
Yeah, Yeezy.
They
yeah,
have like that
Yeezys-
soft. They looks like a soft shoe. I kind of get where he's coming from.
Yeah, Yeezys are weird. These are Vans.
Yeah, as if
Oh,
all
nice.
humans look the
Dude,
same.
picture a hovercraft.
I like
That's what a Yeezy is.
Thanks.
Nick's shoe game is very underrated.
Oh my god, he has the
He's
crispiest
got-
Vans. Every
yeah.
time he wears them, they look like they're brand new.
He's got every
day-
pair of Vans.
Every day
every
I see
color.
him, he's in a different shoe.
Yeah,
I
And it
really
matches nice
appreciate
with his
your
outfit.
shoe game. I'm just saying, it's
Well,
very,
thank you,
very
dude.
underrated. I
Dude.
appreciate it.
Dude,
Are you hard right now?
You're making Daddy blush.
he might be a little hard, dude.
Luigi,
I am.
Luigi low key very much appreciates people with style because he's got none.
No, my only style comes from if
Friends,
comfortable.
Friends. It comes from friends.
I have 3 people who buy me clothes: Sam, my brother, and my mom. That's it. And my mom only gets the stuff that my brother tells her to get. If it was up to me, I'd still be wearing the same shit that I had like in high school because I can't justify going out and spending money on a shirt for myself.
Well, see, like
I'm with you.
Well, see, like my style is like, it's like its own little style, but like I shop for like cheap shit. Like these jeans are from Target, dude. I'm not spending like $90 on a pair of jeans.
Yeah,
Dude,
jeans
these
get
are
expensive.
from my brother.
Bro,
Nice, dude.
I still have stuff.
Let's shout out brother Luigi, bro.
I still have stuff that I wear from high school, like 10 years ago,
I don't have any clothes like that.
like that jacket.
Well, yeah, it's a Carhartt, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
No,
it's
but I'm
different.
saying even shirts. I have like t-shirts and like shorts and stuff.
You have T-shirts from 10 years ago?
Definitely.
What do they look like? Holes?
No.
Faded logo? Dude,
No.
I mean, come on, homie. You can't be rocking shirts
You got
from 10
shirts
years.
from 10 years ago. You definitely got drawers from like 10, 15.
I don't wear
Holes in them,
those.
The
He
fucking
doesn't.
waistband stretched
That's why.
out. and
That's why
frayed.
his shaft got pinched when he was rolling. Dude. Homeboy's free balling it when
The
he's
only
rolling.
thing I do buy is socks. I don't like wearing socks more than like 2 or 3 times.
I'm gonna be
Really?
honest with you. Socks are important.
Yeah, they
Because
are.
they're not.
Yeah.
They
I used to
lose
not
that,
be
like,
big on socks. Now I'm big on the sock game.
Yeah.
Real big on the sock game. I like having fresh fly socks.
Yeah,
now.
they.
Oh,
I,
with like
I
a
don't care what
suit?
they look like. I just want them
just
to be
in general, but
comfortable.
yeah, when I started wearing more like suits and shit, like your socks
Dude,
really start to matter.
dress socks make the outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I've gotten like pretty big on like having even just regularly having good socks.
The
Today's
o-
like the first day I'm not.
The
wearing, like,
only
some dope
time
ones.
I actually buy clothes is if it's to support like a local business or something.
Yeah,
like that.
like the shirt you just bought.
Yeah, like that
That's
shirt
right.
I just bought. Yeah, so funny.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. You're just a fucking idiot.
Me
Yeah,
and Nick are
good.
big time merch whores too.
Yeah.
We're big on like, yo, let's go to a tournament. We used to go to one of our favorite things of going to tournaments is like, yo, we'll get some fly shirts. And
Yes.
shit.
Dude,
Me
but
and Nick
like,
would spend 20,
yo,
30 minutes
Worlds.
just scoping out the fucking booths
Yep.
all the time.
Yep. I'd be
Dude,
like, yo,
the
D-Rock, we going? Let's go. Come on, take a
Yeah.
walk.
Dude,
At
Tap Out
Worlds
Cancer
was-
had fire fucking merch.
I know.
Dude, I still rock that shirt. That was a dope shirt, that tournament
Yeah,
shirt.
They
so
actually had a
cool.
better shirt than the one that you
Oh,
got.
that one was sick.
Oh, that's cool, bro. Thanks.
no,
they
didn't have our sizes.
Whatever, bro.
They had a dope rash guard.
Yo, Worlds.
Whatever, bro.
Worlds had a sick fucking.
Yeah, you sent us a
yeah.
video of like all the shit, all the hats
shit.
they had.
The bulldog hat was bananas.
Yeah.
Bro, they
Yeah,
had
dude, Ben,
hats.
shout out
they
for
had-
bringing me home that dope hat, though.
Yeah.
You did the
Yeah,
right thing.
dude,
Whatever.
good times,
What
good
tournament
rolls.
that was?
I love
That
that
was
hat.
one up.
some dope shit.
Got
Yeah,
y'all.
this is.
Yeah, it's a dope hat.
Yep.
I'm a huge merch whore.
Yeah, me too.
Like Alexa's always like, how many fucking like jujitsu shirts and shit do you have? I'm like, this is pretty much all I have.
Yeah.
Like, why?
That's
would I have
really
anything
all
else?
I have now is jiu-jitsu shirts, like other gym shirts, like of people's gyms that I've been to.
Yeah.
Shit like that. Actually, the Atlas gym, I just bought their fucking shit. But like, it's just or breathe stuff like Island Kava.
Yeah.
You know, just like local
the shit that we support. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, you should do that.
Yeah, and I think the ones that we support
Well,
also
that was-
support us too. That's the thing.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
Breathe always supports us in every way they can.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
Island Kava the same way. You know, so like you look at it like that, like you're gonna support them, and hopefully in return they support you back.
Yeah, definitely. That was like one of my New Year's resolutions last year was like anything that I bought clothing wise for, last year was going to be something, whether it's my friend's business or, something that I support.
Yeah.
Not just going to like Nike or fucking Adidas.
Yeah, I fell off that Nike, Adidas, like that whole scene. Like I stopped buying clothes like that. I used to buy clothes like that when I was younger.
Yeah.
I would buy like the Nike hoodies and all that shit.
I mean, it's nice to have like a plain hoodie with nothing on it,
Yeah.
know? Like
That's my style. I like very just like basic shit, like
Vanilla.
not
But that's
vanilla,
what-
but like it's kind of like what you're saying. I have my own style, but it's like understated, I guess. Like I don't like loud shit. Like what you're wearing right now, jeans. It's a solid fucking hoodie, but it's like a single color.
Yeah.
matches the kicks. Like
Yeah.
that's more my shit. I like more like subtle.
Low key, yeah, low key.
Like I don't need fucking name brand thing. Like if I go to Target, I get a nice T-shirt and hoodie that fits me well. That's all I care about. You know
I
what I'm
got
saying?
a family friend, man, who still somehow finds Echo gear to rock.
Damn.
Dude.
dude, you can get it at like Marshall's.
Yeah, I don't.
Do they still have the Echo store in
Tank Outlet?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they do.
we should go there.
I only get fancy for like work. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like that's when I'll wear like
In the fights.
yeah, that when I shit, if I'm gonna be like doing the fights, I want to look professional, and I'll fucking pour some syrup on the pancakes for that. You know what I'm
Nice,
saying?
dude. Nice.
That's when I like put
A little butter
real,
on
like-
top.
I like that, dude. It's close to like a little extra dip on the chip, baby.
Exactly.
I like
Exactly.
that. Pour a little,
Dip on the
syrup, pour a little syrup on the pancake.
I say that every time when someone's like, "Bro, you look sharp." I'm like, "Yeah, sometimes you got to pour syrup on the pancakes."
I love it. I love it. I'm gonna steal that one.
Yeah,
dude.
it's a good one.
It's a really good one.
I'm definitely gonna use that.
I
Yeah,
kind of want to buy nice clothes just so I could use it.
Yeah. I don't own any like nice clothes, like dress clothes.
Neither do I.
When it was Terrence's wedding, I had to go out and buy shit.
Yeah.
And even then, I looked like a cop from Miami.
That's because
That is so
the only
funny.
reason why you look like a cop from Miami is because we dressed those things up with the
We
mustaches.
did, dude. Yo, he had a picture from the photographer, and like the photographer was like from an angle and was like getting the group while they were doing like their ceremony for the house. And if you zoom in, there I am with the fake mustache on, dude. Yo, the guest must have been like, "Yo, what's up with that guy, bro?"
All of us, remember, we all got out of the car. Like five of us roll
Yep.
up with these dumbass mustaches.
And his mustache kept like falling down like sideways
Yeah.
and shit. It was like half of it was covering his lip, the other half was above his lip. It's so funny.
Yeah, I don't remember Terrence didn't invite me.
Oh shit!
Oh my god, it was a good time though. That was a good time. I usually
I
have
wish
fun
I could say that.
I usually have fun at weddings. Weddings are they're fun to go to.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that was dope.
Actually,
You guys put on fucking everybody dancing in the rain and shit. It was pouring rain. I'm like, Taylor, there's plenty of room under the tent. Why don't we put the dance floor under there? She's like, no, people want to dance, they'll dance. And they did.
Yeah, everybody was
Yeah.
dancing in the fucking rain.
My
It
mom was
definitely
dancing in the rain. My sisters in-laws were dancing in the rain. It was
Yeah.
cool. All you guys.
cool. Yeah, you made the best out of it. My buddy
sure Danny started that.
I don't think so. I think it was the girls, to be honest with you.
no,
it was
I
the
know.
girls.
I'm saying he was the first guy to go out there.
Yeah, and then we couldn't leave him out there by himself.
Yeah,
so we're like,
we had
fuck
to-
it. Yeah, I went to my buddy's wedding years ago, and I was the best man, and I had to do the best man speech, and I was like,
Oof.
fuck. And everyone's telling me, oh, just do a couple shots, you'll be relaxed. I'm like, yo, if I do a couple shots, I'm not even gonna be able to speak.
Yeah.
You kidding me? So I prepped this fucking speech, dude.
kill it?
I went out there, I memorized the whole thing. The bridesmaid, right? Is it the brides? Who's the
Maid of honor.
maid of honor? She had like a piece of paper. She was shaking. I go out there,
You were spitting rhymes.
dude. It was fire.
Off the dome?
The second I was done with my speech, it was like everybody stood up, started clapping.
Standing
Yeah.
ovation.
Uncle Angelo was like fucking whistling.
Yeah, Uncle Ange, dude.
Yeah.
It's so funny to me, like when people read off a piece of paper, and like it's always the best man, and they're like, whoever the bride's name, like, Laura, you look absolutely beautiful tonight, but it's like written on the paper. It's like, motherfucker, you didn't know how she was gonna look.
Yeah.
Like, you're just assuming she's gonna look beautiful. Every single one. I'm like, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
I want to get married now for two reasons. One,
Not to
'cause
invite me.
so I don't have to invite. So I don't invite Terrence.
Nice.
And I'm gonna make D-Rock the best man, just so he has to read off a piece of paper.
Shit.
That's not how I roll, dude.
Yeah. No, I would say that D-Rock
Bro,
would
he
probably be.
talks for a fucking living.
Yeah.
Those are two really good reasons to get married, Luigi.
It is.
That's it. Those are the only two.
I've
That's
been
why.
the best man 2 times, and I never once wrote it down.
Yeah.
Really?
All right, well,
Yeah, I just
I feel like if
all off the top, baby.
It was a
freestyle.
it was a freestyle.
Yeah.
Well, and
I was thinking about doing that because my buddy, like, we're really good friends, and I'm like, nah, I want this speech to like hit.
From the heart.
You know, I want to hit. I don't want to be up there like, So I
Yeah,
was just
because then
like-
you become monotone. You're just looking down. You're not like
I
engaging
get
or
that.
anything.
I thought about doing that, but I felt like it would come to me and be sincere. You
Yeah.
know, from the top of my head.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I put a lot of like old memories of us in there, and
See that I wouldn't be able to do that because my memory sucks.
oh, dude,
I'd be like,
So-
yo, we had good times. Remember?
come on, you don't remember,
Remember that
dude?
one time we did that thing?
Yeah,
that was
you remember
great.
Dude, the wedding singer Steve Buscemi, he's like, yeah, remember the time we went down to like Tijuana, Mexico, and picked up those two? Well, I guess they were hookers.
That's so funny. I think Sean was telling us a story about a bachelor party where like they weren't allowed to be around any girls, and like somebody's wife, there was a picture taken.
Oh yeah, and it had like
And it was a girl's hand or something.
Yeah,
finger,
it was
I
a
think.
finger,
Yeah.
and the fucking wife calls up and like, who the fuck are you with? Whose finger was that?
And I think the guy had to leave early or some shit. Like
He definitely got jammed
he
up.
cut
Yeah,
his
he got
jet
married
I called
early.
off. It was crazy.
That's insane,
They
dude.
didn't get married after that. They chopped that girl's
Yeah.
finger off.
My buddy from cable, this guy Chris Lopani, we called him Tiny. He was like a huge dude. Yeah,
Hilarious.
Yeah, and when he got married, I guess like certain weddings, like you like kneel down on that bench.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess like
If you're at a church, you're saying?
Yeah, like they were at a church, and for whatever reason they did a prayer, and like they kneel down on that.
I thought you meant in the reception. I'm like,
No.
Yeah, I'm like the whole time you're kneeling.
No. Like I guess they did a prayer or whatever. So him and his wife are kneeling down on that bench. Everybody else is kneeling, and like the photographer took a picture, and the kid Chris Lopani on his shoes, the left one said "save" and the right one said "me." So here they are praying. Him and his wife dressed up. Everyone else is doing their thing, and on the bottom of his shoes, like in chalk, it says "Save me."
It's so funny.
Yeah.
That's like Wedding Crashers, bro.
That's the
And he's
third
like,
Like, don't do
reason
it. He's like, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
one vagina for the rest of your life,
Yeah.
Frank. Real smart.
Oh my god, dude. And then weddings get weird, dude. If you get sat with people you don't know,
That's
Yeah.
the worst.
it's like
Yeah.
a table of 12, and it's like just you and your girl. And
Honestly,
like,
it's kind of smart though, because that puts people on the dance floor. They don't want to stand around and have awkward conversation with people they don't like.
I never
It's like,
thought about
might
that.
as well get up and get on the
I
dance
never
floor.
thought about that.
Yo, it's
Or I just sit there and don't fucking talk to anyone.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
still doesn't get me on the dance floor.
it sucks
It
when
gets me to the buffet table, though.
yeah, you hover around the food, the fucking cheese board and shit.
Cheese boards, bro. You know I'm there.
it sucks
Yeah.
when all your homies are at one table and you're like the odd man out. So like you're at a table with a bunch of randoms.
Yeah, and you're looking over and everyone's having fun.
The time of their fucking life.
It sucks worse when all your homies are at one table and then you're just not there in general.
You know what else sucks? You know what else sucks? When all your homies are at a wedding and you didn't get invited.
Oh my
What
god!
did I just say?
I just said.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear.
Yeah.
I was just focused on Terrence.
Blindly angry. He didn't even hear anything
Yeah.
I just said.
Oh my god, dude, you're still so sour about that.
Shit.
That's
I mean, I
hilarious.
wasn't until we brought it back up, and
Yeah,
now
I know.
all
I
those
thought we were
feelings are
past
just-
this. Coming back up. I'm sorry.
We were, and then I guess not.
Luigi was over it.
I was over it until
You
5
just have to
minutes
get
ago.
you just have to get renewed.
Yeah,
When we renew our vows.
renew your vows. Yeah,
That's weird. I don't get that.
Renew your vow to not invite Luigi.
that's so funny.
What's up with the renewing of the vows? I don't really understand that. That could be like a get your weight up, not your hate up. It's like, yeah.
That means one of you fucked up, and you gotta.
Someone fucked up and you gotta like restart over. That's funny.
Oh my god, I'm trying to make this right.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yeah, I never understood the renewing of the vows.
I mean, if
Vows.
you think that's all.
Yeah, because doesn't that go against the whole idea that it's till death do us part?
Right.
Like, what, you didn't mean it the first time?
Right. So we
Fuck
got
are
we got to do
doing?
this again.
Yeah. Would you have your fingers crossed, bitch?
Yeah. Oh, so the first time you were just kidding.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the first time was just till now.
Right.
Now it's forever.
Right.
Yeah, it's every 5 years we have to like
Yeah.
Well, you know what?
See if we
Speaking
want
of that,
this and-
that's a get your weight up, not your hate up. You should have to renew your driver's license.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
You have to do it every
fucking
7
10
years.
No, that's just like
I'm talking about you should have to pass a road test. again.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
yeah, because some of these people out there, man, like I mean, it's sad. As you get older, you just get worse at driving.
I know.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah.
it's just what it is. You know.
Is that dude walking in like short shorts?
I thought that was a chick. I was like, damn, double cheeked up on a Sunday.
Dude, it's 10 degrees outside.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, it's fucking cold.
Dude,
I
it was
woke up this
so
morning and I
cold.
contemplated going hunting for about 30 minutes and I went back to bed.
Good choice, bro.
Yeah.
You go out there, you're gonna get hypothermia.
Yeah. Well,
Dude, hunting,
no.
you're calling it hunting last
going
night?
to the car from the fucking house yesterday.
Last
Just turn it
night,
on.
Remy's like, yeah, me and my uncle last night, we went out killing.
Uh-oh.
I mean,
Uh-oh.
Killing.
Hate is about to fly Remy's way.
Killing.
This guy. At B Remy Fit. At PETA.
you can't even tag me.
No.
yeah, but I see you're allowed to post stories and shit, which is
dude.
good. He's still in
Speaking
Instagram
of which,
prison.
did you guys see what I sent the other day?
What,
I went,
Spiro?
no, not just that, dude. I went into my messages and I had like something in my hidden folder. It was like some spam person like get your profile
Yeah, of
like
course.
verified or
Oh,
whatever. But
I remember
before
that.
I could click
You
that,
see,
it
you fit
gave
the
me-
criteria.
It gave me a warning, and it's like this new filter where you can filter. I have a screenshot of it. Protect yourself from offensive requests. You can now filter requests that may be offensive to the hidden requests folder. You can change this anytime in settings, and you can turn on words.
Oh
Like
my
you can
god.
set
What
a
happened to
filter
sticks and
for
stones can
certain
break my
words
bones, but words
that
can never
you
hurt
wouldn't
me.
see because these words might offend you.
So if you
Wow.
put like Vax or like
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like that,
You can't request like to be that person's friend. They won't see it.
Or they they'll just hide the message.
Right.
yeah,
Right.
it'll just go into your request folder.
So if you say a word that I deem
Not-
offensive,
yeah.
like hello,
yeah, or my name, just put my name in there.
Oh my god.
why didn't you get this message? Because you said hello.
Yeah.
That's triggering.
Yeah, man, like that's what they're doing now. They're just
So
they're
fucking stupid.
putting the censorship in the people's hands.
I might
It's
have to make a
baked
new
in.
Instagram.
Dude, did you hear this guy Joe Biden too? Like, so the Supreme Court struck down
His,
the mandate.
yeah.
So
for
he
half
took,
the country.
Yeah, he took to whatever address he was given. It was like, I urge social media platforms to
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
continue to fight misinformation and all the shit. Like, it's like, dude, if and I'm not the guy that thinks Trump is the answer, but just to point out the hypocrisy, if Donald Trump had said that, it would have been like, holy shit, he's trying to censor, he's
Yep.
tyrannical, but Joe Biden doesn't. It's like, yeah, man, crack down on the misinformation, Joe. Do your job.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see, they're trying to cancel Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
They
Doctors,
got like a bunch of doctors to write like this fucking
fugazi ass doctor.
yeah, whatever it was, like
Yeah.
what's it called a sign, I guess.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, the sign
Something like
petition.
that.
Yeah,
An open letter saying
Yeah.
that he needs to be canceled or censored.
Here's an
because
open
he's
letter.
Propagating
Go fuck
misinformation.
yourself.
Yeah.
Well, it's just funny, man, because like, you know, it's just the way of the world. It's this whole cancel culture shit, where it's like, okay, like I don't like what you're saying. I'm not going to sit here and find information to challenge you. I'm just going to ask them to cancel you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's so corny.
Because you know so much better than everybody else that you need to be the arbiter of what's true and what's false, and you don't trust anybody else's intelligence to figure out what's what. So you have to save us from ourselves.
Yeah, this is going back to what we said about Joe Rogan too. It's funny how people like, where do you get information from? Joe Rogan, and it's like, Joe Rogan has professionals on.
Yeah, it's not
in
him.
in a topic of discussion. So it's like, why are we canceling Joe Rogan? Why are we canceling these individuals that are coming on the
But
show?
that's what's
Right.
hilarious about it.
Because
It's
he's the platform.
That guy, it's
You know?
in regards to that Malone,
Document-
Robert Malone.
yeah.
He is one of the most cited epidemiologists ever, but because he says things that Anthony Fauci doesn't agree with, attack him, and it's misinformation. Whereas, like, when the NIH was attacking all these other places that were not going along with their platform, they attack them. So it's like, oh, this happens to you. Now it's no. Now we got to shut them down. This is false. It's such fucking bullshit.
Who is that?
hypocrisy.
Who is that doctor that won the challenge, Fauci? Dr. Oz?
Yes,
Is that a doctor,
yes.
Dr. Oz?
Yeah, he's like friends with Oprah.
Yeah, he wanted to get on like TV and challenge Fauci.
Dr. Oz is a fucking idiot.
Falsy?
Fauci.
Fauci.
I like falsy better.
Falsy.
Yeah,
Dr.
Falsey's way more accurate.
He wanted to like get on national TV and like have a debate with him.
People call him fraud
Never
cheat too.
Yeah.
Is Dr. Oz
Fauci
even
looks
like
like
a real
pimple
doctor?
that needs to be popped.
Yeah.
He looks like a ferret, dude.
Yeah, whenever that
does.
guy dies, fucking party at my house.
What's that?
I said, whenever that guy dies, party at my house.
Yeah, for sure.
Party at a lot of houses.
Yeah, Joe, so my friend got COVID around this past Christmas, and he went into the doctor, and they asked him if he was vaccinated, and he said no, and they're like, oh, what podcast do you listen to?
Wow.
People say wild shit, and like they said
Did he
some wild...
tell him just in tits?
Yeah, he was like, jits and tits, son.
If somebody asks me if I'm vaccinated, my response is fuck you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my response.
Yeah.
Regardless of who they are.
Yeah,
Like,
how deep do you want my dick in your throat for asking that
God.
question?
my mom asked
Yo.
Dave. My mom
I'm
asked Dave at the
openly
wedding if he's
hostile now.
vaccinated. He's like, "Fuck you! How deep do you want my dick in your mouth?"
All right, if that's the case, how are you vaccinated?
Nice, Luigi.
4 inches, baby, all in.
I was going to say all 5, but all right, all 4.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, the hospitals are ruthless right now. I've heard a number of different stories where
Yeah.
people are going,
They got turned away.
not getting turned away, like just being like belittled by the nursing staff, that they're not even being attentive to like the
yeah.
patient who's not vaccinated. Like I heard of one story where,
Someone was waiting for like 6 hours.
well, the waiting for 6 hours is
and
normal
other
procedure.
people, but other people are coming in and going into the back.
Well, I heard that like they waited with somebody else who was vaccinated. They were in the hallway because I expect that you go to the emergency room, you're not going in and out.
No,
You're
yeah.
not getting into a room in an hour. Like you're sitting there for fucking 3 or 4 hours.
right.
So I get that. That's not even like the main focus. The main focus was that an unvaccinated and a vaccinated were sitting next to each other. The unvaccinated was not even being like asked if he's thirsty, a snack or anything. The one who was vaccinated got an IV drip, got cookies, got water, was being checked on frequently. The one who wasn't vaccinated just sat there and luckily enough brought his own shit in a school bag and was able to then snack and drink and shit like that. So
If I have to go to the hospital, I'm going to write out the Hippocratic Oath so that I can repeat it back to them when they treat me like shit. And be like, hey, do you remember this? This is the oath that you had to take to become a physician, to become a nurse. This is the Hippocratic Oath that you're openly now defying. You're a piece of shit.
Yeah.
So
And if
this
I have-
meant nothing to you.
and
You
if I have to
fuck
go to the
yourself.
hospital,
I would
I'm-
video it and then I would
yeah.
sue the shit out of them.
I'm going there with a fully charged phone. and I'm fucking having my shit on record the entire fucking time.
I'll come drop off your camera too.
Yeah, yep. Because it's crazy, man. Like,
get your GoPro.
It's just bullshit.
Hide your GoPro. That's a good one.
Yeah. Put it like up in the fucking ceiling tile pointed down on me.
Yeah.
Have the mic hooked up to it and shit. Yeah, because it's just crazy, man. It's crazy. You hear more and more of these stories. But it doesn't. Yeah.
Dude, even the fucking places, like the urgent cares, aren't taking people because
they're not vaccinated.
Not even just that. Like, people are just getting tests from it. It's like, when my daughter was sick, I couldn't get her seen for like 4 days. Until
really?
it was Christmas, so she got sick on like that Thursday, and then I kept calling all the urgent cares, and they're like, "Well, we have a huge line. We're not taking anybody right now." Every single one of them, and I couldn't get. It's either that or take her to the hospital and wait 6 hours, but none of them would take her. They're like, "No, we're turning people away, whatever, blah blah blah," because everyone's trying to get tested.
It's because it's not about your health.
Yeah,
they opened up just a testing center like down the block from me, like in it was a vacant storefront, and now it's just a testing center. I'm like, oh, look at this. And it's all about the money, man. All the money in the vaccines, all the money in all these fucking COVID tests, like all the money in the masks.
They sell them at 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
Isn't it what's the word? Where if you're not sick but you think you are?
Hypochondriac.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are testing just to test.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Like, it's
because they want to be positive.
Well, I told you guys that we went to my buddy got married, and his mom does daycare for my sister's kids, and she took someone had COVID at the party. She felt fine, and she took a COVID test, negative. Took a COVID test, negative. Took a COVID test, negative. 4th test, she was positive. It's like, did you want it?
Yeah, exactly. No, I'm not. You know, I don't have COVID. I don't have COVID. Right. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, nope, I have COVID.
It's like 1 out of 10 tests. Oh, I have COVID.
Yeah. And then there was that shit.
It's like, what about the other 9?
When these tests started dropping, in the beginning, they tested an orange or a banana, and it came up positive for fucking COVID.
Yeah, wasn't it like some guy from another country?
Yeah.
Yo, so I want to read this out real quick if you guys don't mind.
What, the Hippocratic Oath?
Yeah, it's short. So this is the portion of the Hippocratic Oath that a lot of people cite that these fucking people that are treating you like shit if you're not vaccinated or ignoring. So, into whatever homes I go, I will enter them for the benefit of the sick, avoiding any voluntary act of impropriety or corruption, including the seduction of women or men, whether they are free men or slaves. Whatever I see or hear in the lives of my patients, whether in connection with my professional practice or not, which ought not to be spoken of outside, I will keep secret, as considering all such things to be private. So long as I maintain this oath faithfully and without corruption, may it be granted to me to partake life fully in the practice of my art, gaining the respect of all men for all time. However, should I transgress this oath and violate it, may the opposite be my fate.
There was nothing short about that. No, but Dave, I'm with you on that because people forget it's fucked up. You go to the emergency room, the first thing they want to see is your insurance card. It's like, motherfucker, I just got shot.
Yeah, it's like, let's worry about that shit later.
How about you help me and then we'll work this out after. It's so crazy. It happened right now with one of my doctors. They're no longer accepting insurance, and it's like, well, do you want to help people or not? Now you need cash out of pocket. You can't do it for insurance. It's so crazy.
I understand that because insurance, there's so many things that you have to do. It's almost not. Sometimes it's not even worth it.
They take forever to pay. They give you a fraction of what you're actually
and
supposed to be getting paid.
All right. So say it's the visit is say $100, right? That's what it's worth. They're only going to pay you $25. But it's because they get you, say, 50 visits a day. Is that they're basically giving you a bulk,
a discount for all the business.
But it's but I went to school and I'm $200,000 in debt, and I my knowledge doesn't change. So why should I get paid less from you? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So in physical therapy, it's a big thing where a lot of physical therapists are moving away from taking insurance, and it's only going to be cash, or not cash, but out of pocket payout. And it's also because those people are going to listen. If you have to pay for your physical therapy, you're going to do whatever it takes to get better.
Yeah, you're not
if the
just
government is paying for your physical therapy, you're going, I don't have to go today. It
may also lower the cost eventually. Because if it's not subsidized and backed with a guarantee of X amount of dollars in, you can start controlling the cost of your practice to people that are willing participants, it may eventually lower the cost actually.
Yeah, because you'll also get out sooner because people. So if I'm a physical therapist, right, and you come to me with an injury, right, and if I say it's going to take 10 sessions for you to get back, right, I'm going to bill the government for 10 sessions. But if you're paying out of pocket, like I know that you're not going to want to pay all that. So it's like, and you're going to do everything at home. So you're going to end up coming for 5 sessions, right? You're only going to pay for the 5 instead of paying for 10,
right,
and get better quicker because it's coming out of your pocket.
Yeah.
You know,
I want to get better quicker because
right.
I don't have to pay more.
Yeah.
That's a good way to look at it.
I mean, like, it sucks because, like, you know, yeah, they're not accepting insurance, but, like, when you deal with insurance, it's like, why do I fucking do this?
Yeah.
You know, it's so...
They try to chew you down over, like, everything they get. Like you said, they give you a fraction. Like
yeah,
a
and, like, so, I used to work for the, you know, sports, Infinity Sports, and so the owner there is a physical therapist. He owns Coastal right here, right up the block, and he said that I just saw him like a couple weeks ago when we were talking. He said that he filled out like you know, paperwork like to get accepted by insurance because he switched his practice. So now he has to like resubmit all of his paperwork to be able to accept the insurance. And he said like stupid shit that they'll just deny you for because like you didn't put a period or, you know, like something was off, like or he said like he'll send it in. You know, they'll send it back saying like, oh, something's wrong, and he'll go through the whole thing. He'll be like, what the fuck? There's nothing wrong. He'll resubmit it, and they'll be like, all right, that's good. Like they're just like, it's a pain in the ass to deal with. You know?
Yeah, I know some like private places too. Like there's a place right down the road where they do like IVs and TRT and shit like that, and they don't go through insurance at all.
Yeah.
It's all out of pocket.
Insurance is really just in case shit happens. You know what I mean? Like, in case
shit happens, they don't fucking cover you. So what is the difference?
And in case shit happens, like, shouldn't I get a percentage of that money back?
Yeah, that's what's insane to me.
If nothing happens,
Like, if I didn't get to, I pay car insurance, fucking every month. Like, at the end of the year, if I didn't use a dime of that insurance, like, shouldn't I get reimbursed a little bit?
I think so.
I think
or you like to bank it so when something does happen, like they pull from that. Like like I pay so much money per hour into my health insurance, I never do it, and then I go there and they only pay a percentage and I got to pay out of pocket. It's like
Same
I
thing with
paid you
my
like
accident.
I paid you like tens of thousands of dollars over the last like 10 years, and like you can't even like cover like my $150 like urgent care bill.
That's like when I got into the accident over the summer and fucking they're trying to give me literally a fraction of what my truck was worth, and then for all the damage to like my fishing shit, that was honestly, it was probably like $2,500 worth of fishing shit that got completely destroyed. They gave me $200.
Wow,
it's fucking brutal.
I
flipped the fuck out on that lady.
I flipped the fuck out on everyone.
I think you were here. I listened to that conversation.
Fucking cunt.
Damn. The C word, dude, on a Sunday, bro.
Dude,
Yeah.
you better step the hate up. He just threw out the cunt.
Yeah,
I don't know
dude.
if I could do that.
I fucking hate insurance people. If you're an insurance agent, like
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
Yeah, bro, that's like 3% of our listeners right now.
I don't
Like,
care.
Click.
Yep.
I don't care.
No, but I feel like insurance in general is a scam. Like when you have
It
like
is.
home insurance,
But
it's like if you don't use it, you're good. But the second that you use it, your rates go up and
Right.
everything
Oh,
else.
yeah.
So like
Yeah.
people wind up saying, "Fuck it, I'm not going to use my home insurance. I'm just going to pay out of pocket," because you get penalized for using
it,
the
yeah.
insurance that
Right?
you pay.
Yeah, like
It's
your
like,
shit goes-
what's
you-
the point of having it
Yeah,
then?
you finally like use it after paying all this money in, and then they're like, okay, now in turn, since you used it, it's like you're fucked. Like,
Yeah.
and now your shit's going way up. Like,
Yep.
you
I
used
gotta
but
go
you're
piss
fucked.
out of my huge dick. I'll be right back.
All right, go ahead.
And when I got
Nice,
into the
Dave.
accident, right? Like, so if you don't pay your insurance, right? They fucking sit there and call you left and right? You know, they send you letters and all this shit. Excuse me. They didn't pay me for like fucking 8 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a lot. Dude.
It's like,
Yep. And if you don't pay,
I don't
for
have a
1
fucking
month,
truck.
they
and it was in the
fucking
middle of
crush you.
fishing season too.
yeah,
like,
prime time fishing season. All my shit got ruined. I don't have a fucking truck. I'm like, and you're just not going to pay me?
my
Yeah.
summer's fucked.
Yeah.
That's how they are, though, man. They're fucking cocksuckers.
Scumbags.
Yeah, it's like fuck you, pay me, and then it's when it's time for them to pay you. It's like, oh, we'll get to it.
It's like, how do you sleep at night being an insurance agent? Like, how do you honestly like go to sleep like knowing that you just fucked 5 people? You know, it's
Yeah,
like,
it's a weird business, dude. It's a weird business. Like I said, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You need to have it. You can't drive around without it. You can't own a home without it.
Right.
But then when you use
it's a
it,
monopoly.
yeah, when you use it, it's like fuck. I just fucked myself. off. Because
Yeah.
now I'm paying more a month for my home insurance.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, how often is there car accidents where they just exchange information and pay out of pocket because they don't want both their insurance to
Yeah.
go up?
Yeah.
And then people could fuck you over. Like, I could give you my license and my insurance and everything, and I could just like not pay you and be like, "Oh, it never happened."
Yeah, but that's why you
So like
always...
it's like an honor system.
you always got to call the cops.
You
when get
call the
into
cops, and then it takes,
Always.
dude, it takes forever for them to get there. That happened to me one time. I was driving to Brooklyn with Taylor to go see a concert, and this motherfucker in a Verizon like Fios truck lifted my car up off the ground. He sideswiped me, and I was like airborne, and then I fucking came down. And slammed.
damn.
So then the cops, there's a police station like as far away as like this acupuncture place is. They're like, yeah, this isn't our jurisdiction. I'm like, yo, it's right in front of you, dude. I'm like, how is this not your jurisdiction? I'm on your fucking street.
We cover on the other side of the road, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I had to wait like 2 hours. By the time the 2 hours came, like there was no more traffic, and the guy was like, "Oh, it looks like it was like your fault." I'm like, "Dude, I was sitting here minding my own business." This guy, and he reeked like weed too.
Oh, damn.
And like I ended up just eating it. Like they
Yeah.
were like, not, they didn't even get a police report or anything, and I just had
Yeah.
to eat the money. I never repaired it. though.
I mean, I know guys, like one of our friends recently just got into an accident and he did the honor system. The person pleaded, please don't call the cops. Let's not go through insurance. And he's like, all right, we won't have to. But it's always a headache, bro.
You're
Like,
fucked.
You can't do the honor system because the guy says one thing, he gets you hooked. And then all of a sudden, 2 days later, it's like, oh, take him to my guy. Oh, do this. And it's like, yo, like, this is what it is, bro.
Luigi, remember me and you?
I was just gonna say, yeah, we were going to work one night. I'm driving. Some ladies pulling out of the
Behind roast.
Yeah, right behind roast. She's pulling out of the entrance. Right, so I pull
Onto
over,
Oak?
Onto Oak. I pull off to the side,
it's
like I'm
entrance
parked
only.
on the
She's coming
shoulder, and she pulls out and drives into me.
Dude, yeah, no, but like we saw her. She was coming out of the entrance only. He sees her, stops, realizes like, yo, what are you doing? Comes to a dead stop. She stops and then just drives right into us. It wasn't like she didn't see us. We stopped, like we both saw each other, and then she's just still.
She drove
Hit
right
the
in.
gas.
So whatever. So that happens, and she's drunk.
Clearly
and
drunk.
I'm
Wow.
like, the cops didn't even come. It took like an hour and a half. Right. So all that shit happens. It's still an hour. I'm like, listen, just go. You have someone come pick you up. Whatever. We'll deal with it
'cause
tomorrow.
The woman and her husband or whoever who was with her like begged and pleaded with us like, please,
Yeah.
please. And I'm like, dude, she's definitely drunk. He's like, bro, she only had one drink. So I'm like, dude, she's drunk.
Yeah.
And he like begged and pleaded, and we kind of felt bad. Like, all right, we don't want to fucking, ruin this woman's
yeah.
night. And
I'm
cost
not
her
gonna ruin
10
this
grand.
lady's night, whatever. So whatever.
Or
I
next
let
6 months, we don't want to ruin.
let her go. The guy drives. The next day, she calls her insurance company and says that I hit her.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
see?
like, dude, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, you always want to be getting bit in the ass.
Yeah.
Man. It doesn't pay to, like, try to help out a
Yo, this
stranger.
bitch should be in fucking-
No tears for strangers.
So
This
wait,
bitch
what,
should've been
what
in
happened to
jail.
that?
No, the insurance company ended up. I didn't have to pay anything. They ended up doing it as like a no fault kind of thing or whatever. But still, it was a fucking headache.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
your insurance still got,
And, like-
your insurance still covered it. That's the problem. Like, if you're in a parking lot and two people hit, it's a 50-50. It's a no fault. So your insurance pays, their insurance pays.
Yeah.
My
So
insurance didn't go up though.
No, all right, that's good.
But that's what you get. Like that's what you said. Like we tried to like have some sympathy for this woman.
Right.
Clearly drunk, clearly fucked up. Where it's like, yo, we can call the cops right now, and you're going to jail because
Yeah.
you're drunk.
Yep.
And like we tried to look out for you, and rather than you being like, you know what?
Yeah, thank you.
These guys could have really fucked me. It could have been way worse than what it is.
Yep.
Instead, next morning I'm gonna sober up and be like, nah, fuck that guy. I'm gonna blame it on him.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
yeah, you're
That's-
a piece of shit.
That's when you call Batman to find out all of her information.
Yeah.
I have her license. I'm gonna find her right now.
Turns out Batman's crippled.
Yeah. It's more like Professor X, dude. He's more like Professor X.
I like that.
That bathroom was nice and clean, huh?
Yeah. Did you
Dude,
clean it?
No, yesterday when we were here, before going to that little party, there must have been a girl, dude. I'm telling you, she came out before, and I was waiting to use the bathroom. I go in there, and there is shit all over the bowl, bro.
Yo, animals.
Animals, kid.
Is it someone who comes here a lot, or was it?
No, it wasn't. It
Oh.
wasn't a regular. But
Oh.
like, I don't understand how people do that. So I'm taking a piss. I'm trying to hit the shit off the bowl,
You know what's
bro.
mad funny is
Help out.
That's my favorite thing to do.
It's
When
not
I'm
like-
taking a piss. Like I love trying to fucking
Clean it up?
clean the shit off it.
D-Rod's face, bro.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's like a video game for Luigi.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
You ever see shit on the bowl and you're like, oh, this is
play a
fucking
video
great.
game instead.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
dude, women are the biggest
I think
animals.
Gary Tonin just posted about that yesterday. Like,
I think it's whack, dude.
Working in a bar for as long as I have, the women's bathroom is always way more fucked up than the men's.
I've heard that from a lot of people, dude. Even from ladies,
Yeah,
dude.
they're animals.
God damn.
It's
yeah, look,
crazy.
he posted this yesterday. He wrote, how do some of you blow out of the back of the toilet like a domestic disturbance where you smashed a bowl of Cocoa Krispies against the wall and just walked away like nothing happened?
That's great. Gary told us funny shit.
Especially if the toilet brush is right there. You're a monster hiding in plain sight.
Yeah, it's the truth, dude. It's so fucking true, man. Like, listen, like, I don't fucking shit like that, but if I did, I would fucking be courteous of the establishment of my buddy's house, and I would fucking try to just do a quick little wipe up.
Dude, if
bro.
I get a little
hate
dribble on
I
the
hate
seat, I
shitting
wipe it
places.
up. Like,
Yeah.
First of all, like you said, common courtesy. I don't want to ruin somebody else's day or the establishment or whatever. But also, I'm not walking out with that scarlet letter on me, bro.
Right.
I'm not going to be the one that just walked out
Yeah.
with piss on the seat. We're like, yo,
With
that
a,
motherfucker.
with a stamp on your forehead that says dirtbag.
Yeah.
Fuck out of here.
Yeah, well, I'm the same
Have
as
some
you, man.
self-respect.
I'll go in there and they'll be pissing the seat, and I'll be like, fuck, man. Like, I got to clean this up now because
Yeah.
I don't want that person to see me. But, like, shit is different, though.
Yeah, I ain't
It's
touching
a whole
that.
nother level.
Dude,
I'm not touching
I'm
that.
not touching it either, but I'm just saying, like, yo, it's your own shit, so wipe it up.
Yeah.
You know, like, there was shit under the toilet seat. It, like, must have, like, been a pile of shit. It was hitting the pile of shit, blowing up on the toilet seat,
Ugh.
dude. It was disgusting. I'm like, damn, man.
You think she still has shit on her ass?
I don't know.
It's like,
I don't know, but, like, I don't know. Some of the girls were saying, too, that, like, they know girls who don't sit on public bowls. They just hover.
yeah. Oh, maybe that's why.
Yeah, so maybe she was just fucking...
It's like the end of the ketchup bottle.
Yes, dude. Yes, dude.
That's fucked up.
For real, bro. For real.
That ketchup bottle booty.
The hover. They got to do the gargoyle. They have to learn how to squat. Ass to
Dude,
grass.
the gargoyle, I think, has to be the most uncomfortable thing to
No,
do.
dude, it's comfortable.
No, if you had like a squatty potty, yes. If you're trying to balance on the toilet
I
bowl
do.
seat, dude,
I do.
You're fucking out of your mind. That must be so. Like, you're holding the wall and shit. What happens if you did leg day that day,
Yo,
bro?
start like a whole Instagram and like a course like primal shitting. Like,
Dude.
go back
Ooh,
to your
primal
roots while you
shits.
shit, where you just instruct people how to shit comfortably and primally.
And
Just
probably-
squat.
Primal shits.
That's like one of
Shit like a caveman.
Yeah.
I think I've said this on the podcast before. The guy Elliot Holst, like when he would teach people
Breathe
how to
into your
squat.
balls?
Yeah, breathe into your balls. When he would teach people how to squat, he would say, like, you know, people cue like, all right, push the hips back, like, you know, open the knees. Like, he just literally tells you, like, I want you to get as low as you can. Like, you have to take a shit in the woods, and you can't shit on your ankles.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice. That's
Yo,
not
there's
bad.
something to this primal shitting.
primal shitting.
Let's go. Hit up the Liver King.
Ooh,
Like, all right, after you eat all your liver, go shit like a fucking caveman.
yeah, we'll do a little collab.
Yeah, it's just crazy, man. I don't get people. It's like, the older I get, the more I realize I like less and less people, dude. It's
Yeah,
just,
but that's why I'm hiding the word hello.
yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
outta here.
Fuck out of here,
I
bro.
don't want to talk to you.
Not
Stop.
for me.
No.
I feel you.
That's one of my biggest things. We were talking about this the other night when that dude started chatting you up.
Oh, such an awkward
I-
conversation.
The one over here the other day.
Yeah.
Is that your business?
Yeah, I know. So bad, dude.
No, my business is minding my own,
Yeah,
motherfucker.
yeah.
Take a cue.
That
I
was
can't,
so funny.
That's one of my biggest like things, and like I'm not an anxious person, but I almost get anxiety where I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna get stuck in some stupid
the stupid conversation. Yeah.
I can't. It drives me nuts.
And
I don't-
you can tell when they're like about to, like that kid, like the dude the other
Yeah,
day
he
was like
was-
looking around, like when should I say it? Should I say it now? Wait, should I wait till he turns around, or should I
Yeah.
just go? You know, it's like you
It's
can
like
see
watching a
them
little
like
kid
thinking.
watching a little kid waiting for the right time to jump into the water.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, there it is. Hey, hello.
Yeah.
Hey,
Dude,
is
it
that your
was-
business?
But see, with me though, like, I got it good. Like, my face is just one of a kind.
like fuck out of here face.
Yeah, yeah. It's like not the resting bitch face. It's just like, I'm not.
Resting mean face.
Yeah, resting mean face.
Dude, I was telling you that night, I've been bouncing a long time, and I would have people come up to me and be like, you know, you look angry. You just look really mean and unapproachable.
Yeah, motherfucker. I don't
Yeah,
want to
that's
be
the
here.
Yeah, I'm
point.
like, so explain to me why you decided to come approach me.
Yeah.
Like, let's assume that you're correct. What made you think it was a good idea to come talk to me?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, the fuck? Or like, you just look mean. I'm like, bro, it's my face. I don't know what you. What do you want me to do?
I got that resting mean face, and for some weird reason, I got the face that everybody thinks they know. Yo, were you in my Delphi English class, dude? And I'm like,
yeah,
nah,
bro, I was.
Nah, never
Miss Wilson?
was. Never Miss Wilson.
Yes.
Miss Doubtfire, bro. Yeah, I don't know. That guy came up to me, man. I was like, you got to be kidding me, dude.
Yeah,
and
it was packed in here, and it's like, dude, you chose the absolute wrong person.
Yeah, because
like, you could have talked to anyone.
I feel like they do it on purpose, like, because it's like, this is a challenge.
See, like, I want to give people credit like that, but like, I don't know if that's really what it is. I think they just wind up like seeing something, like he saw the jiu-jitsu shirt. Maybe he thought it was going to be an in. I have no idea, but
he didn't even know what jiu-jitsu was.
I know, dude.
That's the crazy part.
He thought it was a business.
Like, I don't understand what it is.
He thought it was a business, bro.
Yeah, that was so funny.
Like, I don't know. I don't get it, dude.
And it's so funny because like the shirt you had on, it wasn't like
a school,
a business or anything.
It was the saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It was Make Jiu-Jitsu Essential. It wasn't even a business name. You couldn't even say, oh, I thought that was a business.
Yeah.
No. It just said Make Jiu-Jitsu Essential. And he's just like, yo, is that your business? It's like, this shirt?
I don't understand it.
I was confused when he said that. I was like, is he saying like...
It happens to me in weird places. Dude. Like, I'll be waiting online at like 7-Eleven or Target, and like I'll be behind. Like, it happens to 7-Eleven all the time. The guy's like having some dumb conversation with the cashier, and like turn around, try to include me in it. Like, oh, right, buddy? Right, you get it?
I hate when people
this
do
guy
that.
gets it. Like, no, dude, I don't get it.
Like, get the fuck out of the way. I'm trying to pay and
What are
leave.
we doing?
Nick gets it.
Yeah, this guy gets it, bro. Yeah, but I'm good at just like with my face and my body language, letting the person know that I am not about this conversation.
Not about it. Not about it.
Yep. You just tried to get onto the wrong bull, bro.
Yeah.
What pisses me off too is like if somebody stops you and you're clearly on your way out or leaving or something. Like, happens to me at work. Like, I'll be walking through the hallways and I'm clearly going somewhere. I have like computers in my hands. I'm
busy.
in the process of going somewhere. People will stop me and talk to me, and I'm like, okay, and I'm like making it pretty clear that I'm trying to
Like,
get
you're
out
still
of here.
backpedaling?
Yeah, and I'm leaving, and they still keep going. Like, bro, you rude motherfucker. You're a fucking goddamn ear terrorist. Why are you forcing me to
You're a terrorist.
take part in this bullshit conversation? Or people that are unnecessarily chipper and nice in the morning.
Fuck you, dude.
That's tough. That's tough.
Damn, did I trigger you?
No, I'm just saying, like, when someone comes up, like, I was carpooling with this dude, and it was like 5 in the morning, and there was another guy, and I'm driving, and like not looking to talk at all, and this guy comes in like fucking spring chicken, like wouldn't shut up, and I'm like, oh my god, like this is my quiet, peaceful time.
Yeah. Let me wake up organically, please.
Do not try to have a conversation with me like that prior to 9 a.m.
Yeah. Well, the thing you said, how like you're trying to leave work and like people are trying to talk to you, that happens at my job. End of the day, we're back.
You just leave.
Dude, I just tell them straight up. I'm like, yo, I'm going home. Like, we can pick this conversation up tomorrow. But like right now, I'm looking to get in my car and get the fuck out of here.
I'm clocked out, so
Yeah.
see you later.
Yeah, and I'll tell them straight up just like that. Like, dude, I'm not looking to have a conversation right now.
That was one of my
What if
biggest
you're-
pet peeves. My bad, Luigi. Go ahead.
No, what if you're carpooling with somebody and then they start having a conversation and you're trying to get out?
I'll straight up
Yeah,
tell them,
have
like,
that.
yo, let's go. Day's
Yeah.
over. I have no problem saying that.
Well, I usually tell them get their phone number. You could talk on the fucking.
There you
can call
go.
'em.
That's a good one, yeah.
When I used to work for Sprint, I used to do cell phones repair and stuff like that. And I'd always have people come up to me. We'd be out at a bar, dinner, or whatever somewhere. And people would be like, yo, D-Rock, what about this phone? Can you do this? Can you fix this? I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not on the clock right now. You
Yeah.
want to talk my job? Do it during the hours that I'm on the job.
Yeah.
Like, and I remember, I have a bunch of friends that are tattoo artists, and we'd be out places and people would see them and they'd just come up and start talking shop. Like, we'd be at a bar and somebody'd see them like, yo, I want to get this piece and da-da-da. And they'd be so upset. And I'm like, oh my God.
We were just talking about that last night.
Unbelievably annoying that has to be if you're a tattoo artist and everywhere you go. Like, you just do that all day long and then you're trying to enjoy yourself. You're not at work and people come up to you and talk to you about work.
Yeah, like, what do you think
we were-
about this?
Yeah, it's like, dude, I think you should come see me when I'm in the shop.
Yeah.
Right.
We were
Right.
just talking about this last night.
It's very similar
Yeah.
with jiu-jitsu and fighting at this point now.
Yeah.
Like, that's all. And I understand it to a certain degree. People want to talk to you about the thing that they know that you do. But it's like, dude, I don't want to do this right now. I do this all day long.
Yeah, I'm more than this, dude. Like, we could have a conversation about a million things.
Dude, New Year's Eve, I had some kid stop me.
Really?
Bro, I go to the Triton fights. I'm like, cool. Yeah, bro, I see you there. I'm friends with so-and-so. Blah, blah. I'm like, cool, man. Like, I don't know what to say here. Like, I guess I'm glad you, like, appreciate it. But, like, now's not the time.
Yeah,
I don't wanna have this
100%, bro.
yeah.
I feel like people just are like awkwardly social, and they don't know how to like interact on different levels, so they find the common ground.
I get it. I get that's what you know,
right?
And you know about the person you're speaking to, and you're trying to like relate. I get it, and like most times I don't begrudge that. Like I get it, but when it gets to a certain point where it's like this is all we're doing, and this is literally the only reason why you're speaking to me is because you think I'm this thing. I guess
it's like the one common thread, the one thing they have in common.
And I get it. Like I don't think it's malicious, but it just gets to a point where it's like, bro,
it's like I just did this all day. Like let me just fucking not think about it.
You guys should just be a little bit nicer and talk to these people. You never know. You might.
That's what I'm talking about.
You might lift their day up.
That's what
you know
I'm
what I mean?
about.
I try to be.
They
nice.
might have had like a shit day, and you're like. They want like some satisfaction by fucking.
I can't tell if he's being serious or not.
He's 3.
I remember when I first started dating Alexa, and we'd go places, and these conversations would happen all the time. People say, you know, it's one of like 5 things all the time. You know, it's like either the bar, the fights,
the potty.
Yes,
Spotty
potty. And I remember like she would notice that sometimes I'd be like, ugh, and she's like, I don't get it. Why do you like? It's cool that it's nice that people want to say hi and talk to. I'm like, yeah, I don't have a problem with that. I'm like, but it's the same thing all the time. It's Groundhog's Day.
Yeah,
you're out.
It's like when you go out to Patchogue and you see everyone from high school and they're like, hey, how's it going? They're like, what have you been up to? And then you see the next person, hey, how's it going? What have you been up to?
It's like the same conversation like 100 times over.
We should definitely
chill.
We should definitely meet up and cancel plans sometime.
Yeah, motherfucker, I haven't seen you in 20 years, bro.
No, just tell them let's hang out right now.
The best for me is when like somebody comes up to me that like I know and I'm not a fan of, and Lisa doesn't know who they are, and like they come up, they try to have a conversation, they walk away, and she's like, you don't like that guy, do you? And I'm like, no. She's like, I could tell. Just by my body language, the way that I'm answering questions, the way I'm looking at the dude. She's like, is that the guy that you don't like? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, I could tell. I love that shit. I love it.
It's mad funny.
It is funny. So next weekend we got, Who's Number One? Is that the grappling event next weekend? Not for you, for Craig Jones. We got Grippo. No, not Grippo.
Yeah.
No, not Grippo. Who's the other guy?
Martinez.
Gio Martinez?
No.
We
have the Rotolo twins. One of the Rotolo twins is competing.
Yeah, the Giant Slayer.
Giant Slayer is not going against Grippo. Grippo backed out. He's going against
Musumeci.
Yes.
Oh wow, that's gonna be cool.
That's gonna be a great fight.
And I'm excited too because I feel like a lot of the fights that I see the Giant Slayer go against, he's going against bigger guys.
Mikey's about the same size.
Well, that's what I'm saying, and I feel like the Giant Slayer does well. He has heart. He's a different body type. He moves around a lot quicker. So now he's going up against Mikey. It's like, yo,
he's got a crazy gas tank too.
Who's the Giant Slayer?
Estevan Martinez.
Yeah,
he's legit.
You always see him in like open division, like absolutes, and he's going
he's
against
like
monsters.
literally looks like a fucking midget. He's like this tall, does backflips. You ever see him trying to pass guard and he does a backflip?
Oh yeah, that's him.
That's the Giant Slayer. Yeah, okay. But like you see a lot of his highlights are like going against like other bigger guys,
yeah.
and it's like
at Nogi Worlds he was there, and I think it was the finals match. He's out there, and whoever was coaching him is like, literally, it wasn't like, you know, do this, do that. He was just saying, give him a show. He's like, give him a show. That's all he was saying.
That's awesome.
The whole time. He's like, put on a show.
That's awesome. Yeah, Mikey's nasty too, so I'm excited for that match.
Dude, he's my favorite.
People,
Mikey?
that reminds me of,
I love him.
I did Rise a couple years ago. I went against this kid from DDS, and he had, I guess, had been smoking people. And
Dubes?
No, he'd been submitting people mad quick.
Oh.
His coach, we get out there, dude, you know, slap hands, whatever. His coach is like, highlight reel, make it quick, You go, highlight reel this kid. And I'm like, motherfucker, like for real? And I looked over his coach. I was like, not today, motherfucker. And the match went to a draw because, you know, Rise was like 6 minutes, sub or draw.
Yeah.
And,
that's so stupid.
Yeah, I don't like that.
No, but, ref's decision.
There
should be a ref.
You could tell he was kind of like beside himself that he didn't smoke me. And his coach came up to me afterwards like, yo, you're a tough old man. I was like, old man?
Oh, man.
I was like, bro, what?
Silver
I was like,
Fox.
I'm not that old. I think I was like 35 at the time. He's like, yeah, you're old, bro. He's like, for this sport, you're old. He's like, this kid's 22. I was like, fuck. And he's like, yeah. He's like, we thought he was gonna smoke you. He's like, I thought he was just gonna run right through you. He's like, I didn't realize you were pretty tough. I was like, thanks for the backhanded compliment, I guess. But
you old fuck.
Nikki Rodriguez is fighting on that card too.
And there's a girl from Gamblers, the girl Tubby. She's fighting
Tubby.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
That's her.
That's our Instagram.
Dave, when's the next flex at Stereo Run? That's coming up too, right?
The 19th, baby. February.
That's going to be awesome. Sunder's on
What
that
Nick
card. Sunder's going to be on that card.
Yeah. And a bunch of guys from Rick's Gym, too. I think Devin Worth is fighting that on that card. Yeah.
And the boys are going down. We got a table, right?
Yeah, we're going to get one.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That's going to
We'll
be
have
so
some
cool.
merch.
So, like, right down the block. I love that venue. It's just so close to, like, where we're hanging out.
Yeah,
Like,
and
we
it's-
leave there, come right here.
And I was saying to D-Rock or somebody the other day that it's good for, like, the booth.
Yeah,
Because,
you
like,
gotta pass it, right?
You got to pass it. And, like, the area where everyone's kind of, like, chilling and mingling, it's like
weird.
you're on top of, like, all the merch booth.
I just
And
had
you
a
could see
dope
everything.
idea.
Share it.
I'm gonna get some real special syrup.
Nice.
I'm gonna get a Jits and Tits tie clip.
Whoa.
You should get a Jits and Tits tie.
Yo,
There's
I'm
that
gonna
special
find out.
sauce.
We gotta find out.
How much is a custom tie
I don't
going
know,
for
but we're
these
doing
days,
it.
dude?
I'm gonna do it.
Probably on
Yeah,
Etsy, you could probably get it relatively
it's
a good
inexpensive.
idea.
It's a
Ren.
write-off, bro. Put it on the card.
It's a write-off. I love it.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
That'd be flashy,
I like
dude.
Yo, you should get a. You know how Conor and McGregor had the "fuck you" pinstripes? You should
Yeah.
get Jits and Tits pinstripes,
Dude.
You paying for that? Because
Yeah, that sounds pricey.
Write
Dude,
that
you
one
don't
off?
work for the UFC?
That might. Yeah.
That was awesome. He's like, what are you talking about?
Yo,
It's only
I'm gonna-
Dana,
$2,500
Dana doesn't give you money.
I'm gonna take a couple stickers too. I'm gonna put Jits and Tits stickers on the mic.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Yeah,
good
we're
idea.
going for it.
Dude, let's go
Good idea.
hard. I mean, I love it now. They shout us out all the time now.
Yeah. Shout out to Andrew for always.
Yeah, always
Yeah.
throwing that in the mix. Go check the boys out at Jits and Tits. They got a booth.
Yeah,
You know?
I love that. Nick and Chris from Flex always. They're like, yo, you could drop the name on the broadcast, shout it out.
Yeah.
You know, and now it's become a thing too. Even Dan, my partner, will always be like, "What's that podcast you're a part of? Say
Yeah.
the name." You know.
Yep. Dude, that's
Well,
what I'm
I feel
saying.
like they understand like the struggle of starting, you know. So it's like
Yeah.
they're cool with you know, like
Yeah.
getting the name out there, because in the end it only helps both of us.
Yeah.
You know.
I just
Like-
think it's cool that they give us that. You know, they could be like,
Right,
you know,
right.
like
Well, that's what I'm
they're
saying
down
is
for it.
they understand that how hard it is to start, so they're willing to let us use their platform
Yep.
to do it. You
Yeah.
know, so it's awesome.
And it'll be dope one day to be like a staple in that event.
Yeah.
You know, like I said to you guys before, it'd be dope for like someone to be like, yo, you gonna go to the Flex Fights night? Yeah. Yo, Jits and Tits will be there. Let's see what
Right.
kind of merch they got. Like,
And like I said, once we get bigger, you know, people are gonna find us and then be like, oh, they go to fights, and what is that? Then they
Correct.
go, and then they're like, oh shit, Flex, you know, and then
yeah.
they might potentially fight there. Who knows?
Yeah,
You
or
know?
just keep going to the events because the events
Right.
are getting better. We've talked about this.
They are, you know, some pretty legit events. Like for
Yeah.
for an amateur, well, it's amateur and pro, but
It's a new- it's a
for
new-
Everyone, they kind of step their game up just a little bit.
Yeah.
for a smaller name and a smaller like promotion, I guess.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
they do a very, very good job.
Yep.
It's real cool to see, and I think I might have already said this, but like the last fights, there was a kid, this kid John Rose from Long Island MMA, and he fought, and it was his first fight, and he won by knockout. And I was interviewing him, and he's like, "Dude, this has been a dream of mine for the last 2 years." He's like, "D-Rock, I've been waiting to talk to you," like. And that's when it kind of sunk into me, like, yo, Flex has now been around for several years with these kids. And he's a kid, I think he's like 19 years old. He's been waiting to fight there.
Yeah.
You know, seeing all his training partners and
Right.
friends fight there, that he's been waiting for that moment for himself to fight there.
How
That's
long have
like,
they
that's
been-
what Flex has become. It's pretty fucking cool.
How long have they been a thing?
8 years, I believe.
8 years.
Yeah.
And
How long have they been Flex? The last
Like 2
3
years.
Last
right?
year. Not
Oh,
even
it's
a
only
full
been-
year, yeah.
Oh, 1 year.
Yeah, maybe 1 full year.
Yeah. But what was it, Triton before, right?
It's been a couple different things.
Oh, really?
It was Platinum Gloves, KTFO.
What is KTFO?
Knock the fuck out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was Platinum Gloves, KTFO, and I don't know if it was necessarily in that order. Triton and now Flex.
Wasn't there one other one?
There might have been.
Somewhat an S. or
Those are the
something
ones
like
I
that.
remember, but yeah, it's pretty cool, man. Like I said, they've been around for 8 years, you know, and to have that moment with that kid is when it really sunk into me. Like that, there's kids out there that have seen this thing from the start and seen it grow into what it is,
Yeah.
and have it like been aspiring to fight there.
They should start doing combat matches, combat jiu-jitsu.
I've been planting that seed.
Because if they do, I'd be interested in doing one of them bad boys.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would, dude. We've always said it, man. I think that combat jiu-jitsu it's where it's at for guys who want to get into the MMA world or want to do some kind of combative sport where it's
Yeah, I just want to get punched in the face. Like,
So then,
I'm not
yeah.
into that.
So do
you
the
know?
do the slaps, dude.
Definitely. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I think it's better that way anyway. You
Yeah.
wind up, you know, just taking less damage. It's just slapping, you know? No knees, no elbows, no kicks to the head.
And it's a lot less that you have to learn. Like, you don't have to be, you don't have to learn 5 different disciplines to, put on one match.
Right. It's really just jiu-jitsu with some,
with minor altercations.
Yeah, MMA style jiu-jitsu,
right.
you know? Some, MMA grappling involved, you know?
But, I mean, even, we had Danny on last week, and like he said, maybe not,
right.
He kind of didn't really do that, and he had some success.
I think Danny did say though that
he would
moving forward, if he did another event like that, he would train differently in the fact of
definitely
more live sparring, getting more slaps in.
But I'm saying his style, he played jiu-jitsu how he plays it in any other match,
right.
And it worked pretty well for him.
It did. It definitely did. I thought that was dope that he brought that up.
Yeah.
But yeah, February 19th, man, it's gonna be a fun time. Like Terrence said, being close to home, it's dope. We could literally walk there. You know.
Next Saturday, 22nd.
Yeah, Long Island Jiu-Jitsu Network.
Come, you can watch it down. Are you guys going to be having it here?
I think we're probably going to put it up.
Yeah.
I think we'll get the laptop up and start streaming it.
It's going to be on Facebook, YouTube.
Yeah, I think Miguel over at Village Cigar and Patchogue is going to have a big projector. His son's competing.
Sweet.
So he'll be over there streaming it. You guys go over there, crank on a stogie. Yeah, crank on a stogie.
Good dudes, man.
Yeah, where they at?
They're in Patchogue.
No.
Where do they train?
The gym.
Modern.
Training at Modern.
Modern, nice.
Yeah, with Carlos.
Nice.
I love Miguel, man. He's awesome.
I remember.
He's another staple, man. He's got his booth at Flex as well, so go check him out. Village Cigar. Miguel is the nicest guy I've ever met. I've literally had to tell him every time, I'm like, dude, stop giving me cigars. He's always hooking me up. I'm like, Miguel, you're
the first time
too nice.
The first time I ever met him, I went in there with you. He gave me cigars. And then I think I went in, I was on the way to your house, Garrett. I was going to grab cigars quick just to come to you. And he gave me a shitload of them.
Yeah.
Just a bag. Hey, here.
He's fucking awesome.
Because I came in with you and I seen him for 3 minutes.
So the way I met Miguel was actually from when we were doing the Sixth Borough. We went and did a podcast at the cigar shop.
Nice.
And it was him and a bunch of guys. It was fucking awesome. They were super cool. And we talked about jiu-jitsu the whole time. And at this point in time, he hadn't been training. But that podcast led him to start doing jiu-jitsu.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's always a dope feeling when you get somebody involved. When your conversation, your impact, your influence gets someone to start training.
That's happened with two people.
Terrible.
2 people from the Sixth Borough that we went and met.
Me?
Oh shit, 3 people. Sorry, 3 people started doing jiu-jitsu because of us doing that podcast
Guys,
and talking
totally
about
forgets
jiu-jitsu.
about me.
Yeah. Everyone always does, dude.
It's fucking bullshit.
Dude,
It's your life story, bro.
I feel like I don't know why. I guess I don't consider you because I feel like your brother was training too. Your brother helped plant that seed too. I don't think it was just us.
Yeah.
No. So, honestly...
I knew what it was, Remy.
What?
No, I knew why you started. I didn't forget.
No, honestly, there was a couple different reasons, but the Sixth Borough was kind of the final straw. But I trained, so when I was in 8th grade going into 9th that summer, I trained in Florida at my uncle's.
Oh, the wrestling camp.
The wrestling camp that I got handed a gi, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yep. His uncle says, oh, you go to Florida and do a wrestling camp. And it's
my parents were like, yeah, we're going to send you to our
school.
your uncle's to do wrestling camp. Because I wanted to go to J-Rob or a different, whatever camp that everybody else was going to, and it was crazy expensive. My parents were like, nah. But
that's so funny.
Now check out this other sport.
Yeah.
Where are the singlets? Where are the singlets at?
So so I did that for I think I was there for 3 weeks, and then came home and I didn't train. My parents wouldn't pay for it. And then I dabbled in high school. I would come down to Joe's when I was in finance because I used to work out there.
Nice.
And I would take the free trial. I would pay for a couple classes here and there, but I never really stuck with it because it was crazy expensive. In high school, I wasn't really didn't really have a job and shit. And then obviously, so my brother then around I guess right after that, my brother started. And then I was like, damn, it kind of kept it fresh in my head of I should really get into this, And then when I went on the Sixth Borough, I think I was telling you, and I was like, yeah, I was like, my brother trains, you know, I told the whole backstory. I was like, yeah, I would like to get into it. And you're like, okay, so fucking come down. I'm like, all right.
It's that easy, dude. People think it's so much more.
It was literally that easy. He was like, come down. He's like, I think you're like Monday, you know, like at that point, Freedom just opened.
Yeah. And I think actually I came to train with you and we had a long conversation. We spent like most of that training session just talking about jiu-jitsu. Like, so just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's funny too, like when people are like, yeah, I got to get in shape first. I love that. I love
like,
that
no,
excuse.
That's how you get in shape.
Yeah, I love that excuse.
Same thing for yoga.
Jiu-jitsu is its own shape. Like you're not going to get in shape to do jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You get in jiu-jitsu shape.
Jiu-jitsu makes you into shape.
Right. Well, for that sport, right? Because every sport you have to get into its own shape.
Yeah.
Well, it's funny. I was just listening to a podcast the other day, and Barbell Shrugged, and they were talking about I forget who the quote was from, but they were saying how they were talking about like mobility, like about how like different sports require different mobility, and it was Fred Hatfield. He wasn't on the podcast, but they quoted him, and he said that you only have to be as mobile as your sport needs you to be. You know, like if you think about a powerlifter, they're not very mobile, but what do? They just go up and down.
Right.
You know, if you're a jiu-jitsu player, like you have to be very mobile because of the positions that you're in. So like kind of along the same lines, like the sport will kind of dictate how your body, you know, transforms.
Yeah. I knew a guy, he was big triathlon guy, super in shape. I think his name was Dave back in the day. And
Goggins?
What's it now?
I don't know, it might be David now. But he was big into the triathlons, and he wanted to get into jiu-jitsu, and I was like, hey, you should come check it out. He's like, yeah. He's like, I don't know anything about jiu-jitsu. He's like, but I'm in crazy shape. And I'm like, oh yeah. And that's when he told me he was into triathlons. So he comes down to Kyoto. This is, I think it might have been like, maybe he was even so it was Kyoto and Port Jeff. And
how many schools do they have?
They had a bunch. Now I think there's just one in Port Jeff, one in Bohemia. And I don't know if the Riverhead location. Yeah, Oakdale, my bad. Oakdale, yeah. So he comes down.
Massapequa too.
And he gets murked. And he's out of breath. He's can't make a grip anymore. His arms are rubber.
Lactic acid's built up.
Yeah, and he was so blown away that, you know, here he is. He's running. He's spiking. He's swimming. And he gets on the mat with somebody else. And it's like he can't even fucking move, you know?
Yeah. Even take a month off of jiu-jitsu. You come back, you need like at least a week to get back into it.
Yeah, especially since Father Time is kicking my ass. I feel like it takes a little bit longer with that.
It's also like different requirements on your body. Like you know, like running, biking, and swimming are one of those things where it's steady state. Like you're not sprinting, you know. So like think of it like a car, right? When you're driving on the highway, you burn less gas.
Yep.
Right. Same thing when you run, when you bike, when you swim. Right. You get into that like basically like that flow state, that cruise control,
that eco-friendly.
And you just go. Right. Jiu-jitsu is like driving around town, starting and stopping.
Yep.
Fucking Terrence.
Blowing gas.
Yo, why is it Father Time and Mother Earth?
I don't know.
Mother Nature.
Mother
Yeah, Mother Nature, Mother Earth, Father Time.
I don't know. Maybe because dads are more stern and they're usually the fucking hammer in the family.
Women are crazy, and so is Mother Nature.
Oh,
damn.
Jesus, there goes half our listeners.
Remy, you're just Remy just alienating everybody. So now we got insurance agents and women that
are not going to like.
And if you're a fucking female insurance agent, you definitely ain't listening.
Yeah, and if you're a weirdo who doesn't know how to start a conversation,
also basically nobody's listening to us now.
No, nobody's listening. Yo, I wanted to bring up stupid inventions, right?
Oh, dude.
I know where you're going.
So D-Rock and I were here. We were hanging out, and Shawnee Boy,
your phone went off.
He's here, and he has finger chopsticks. Is that a good way to describe it?
What's the name of the company again?
Snack something.
Snack
TV.
sticks?
Snack TV. Snack something. But basically, these fucking chopsticks go on your two fingers, index and
your thumb.
Your middle finger and your pointer finger.
Oh, like that?
Yeah.
I thought it was like this.
And they sit like your.
That's even fucking stupider.
Yeah, and here he is. He's at the bar and he has
Snacktive. That's what
Snacktive, and he has these fucking finger chopsticks. Sean yesterday, dude.
Wait, he had them?
He bought them.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So here's D-Rock and I just like, what are you doing, bro? He's like, I hate having that fucking the cheese dust on my fingers after eating Doritos or fucking cheese doodles. And D-Rock and I are like, yo, that's like the best.
Just get
part.
blue gloves.
Yeah, just get blue gloves. That's
Yeah.
like the best part though. Is like after you're done snacking, you just like lick your fingers off and shit. Dude, it was the most ridiculous invention I've ever seen. These guys were on Shark Tank, bro.
So stupid.
Yeah,
It's so dumb, but I was hating on it till we pulled up the website, and I give them credit because the website is them fully not taking themselves seriously at
Yes.
all. It's great.
Wait.
It's
They're
like this is a
the most-
fucking joke.
I just looked it up. I mean, that thing looks retarded, but then they have this thing. It's called a chork. It's a chopstick and a fork.
Wow, look at that. Oh shit.
Let me see.
It might be more retarded than fucking.
Oh my
finger
god, what the
chopstick.
fuck?
So they're like, yeah, when you're like snacking and you're scrolling through an iPhone that doesn't have anything displayed on it, because like in the video of them using the finger sticks, like the guy scrolling through his iPhone, there was absolutely nothing on the screen. So like they captioned it that, yo, when you're on your phone, there's absolutely nothing on the screen, you know. And then they had a shirt. It was a white T-shirt with like Dorito dust on it, like you were wiping your fingers off on your shirt, and that was a shirt for sale. That was like one of their like merch, you know. It was
Really?
yeah, it was pretty.
That's so funny.
Yo, my phone is broken. Like I have it on vibrate, and the sound all the way down, it still goes off.
It still goes off.
Wait, let me see it.
Even if you hit the switch on the side.
Yeah, dude, it's on vibrate. I have it set to vibrate, and the sound all the way down. Like what the fuck?
I
It
can't
still
help you
goes
because
off.
you're the one I go to for my phone. So
Oh, it sounds off.
Yeah,
Wow.
the sound is fully off.
Because I know sometimes like that fucks me when I'm hunting. Sometimes like I'll turn the sound off, but if I don't put that like swipe up, mine's swipe down. But if I don't swipe down and turn the actual sound off,
It's so
dude, I've
rare.
been in the woods sometimes. Fucking my 6 a.m. alarm goes on, and I'm like fuck. I'm like trying to.
is it on Do Not Disturb?
I'm gonna scare the deer away.
Bro, it's
All
crazy
the sound
how
is off. It's set to vibrate, and it still dings.
No, 'cause
And it's
sometimes, like,
pissing
if
me
you-
off because I'm hearing it while we're doing.
If
this,
you
and I
put
don't-
it on
So
Do
is
Not
everyone else.
Disturb, if you have like one of your favorites text you or call you, it'll still go through.
I don't have any favorites.
Oh, all right. Well, then
No
that's all I
favorites.
got.
Yeah, my bad. I didn't mean for that to be.
No, it's all
Clang it
good.
off.
Yeah, but like crazy, stupid inventions, man. I was just thinking of some like, I don't know, like somebody must have really thought that was a good idea, and obviously it is because they're making money. They have a professional website.
Yeah,
They want Shark Tank.
I give them credit though for like poking fun at their own invention.
Right,
That's
the
all.
I can't
angle-
really think of any stupid inventions, but I know there's a billion of them.
Oh, dude, there's a ton. Like I was thinking,
I
like
just said a
even
billion.
Pet rocks.
Pet Rocks, dude. Chia Pet
Chia.
that I fucking brought up. The fucking Slinky dog.
Slinkies are dope. How they could go downstairs though.
Yeah.
Like that
I
part of it
can't
is
think
so
of a
cool.
slinky without thinking of Ace Ventura too.
What part? I don't remember Ace
Beginning
Ventura too.
when he comes and gets him out of like the Tibetan monastery, and it's like these stairs all the way up a mountain. He's like, before I go, I got to do one thing. And he knocks the slinky down the whole stairs.
That's great. Well, what about? I know you guys are probably too young. D-Rock might know this. Sea monkeys. You ever
yeah, I
fucking
remember
see-
that.
Yeah.
What was it? That was a kind of
think,
fish.
I think it's like some kind.
It's
I'll
like a
look it up.
parasite or something like that. It's like this. It's a small little like water parasite, I think.
Oh, really?
I think so.
The
No
fucking.
idea what you're
I
talking
thought it was
about.
some kind of
Dude,
shrimp.
speaking of sea monkeys, this just pulled the fucking memory out of the recesses of my brain. When I was younger,
It's
I was
brine
like,
shrimp. Brine
That's
shrimp.
what
They're
it
like
is.
little baby shrimp, and
was
like
like-
you put them in there, and they're like tiny. Like
I was like
Translucent.
6 or 7 years old, I think, and we used to live in Lopani here. And my sister had this friend. Her name was Jen, and she had
a fat
sea
ass.
monkey.
How'd she look?
She had sea monkeys, and I knocked them over one time in the
Oh,
house.
no.
And she like was devastated, like cried, like couldn't forgive me. And I remember being like, dude, what? These aren't even real. Like they're fucking, who gives a shit? You
They're
can buy,
fucking
like,
sea monkeys,
they're this
dude.
big, you can't even see them.
Well, it's funny because like they were so small, but the tank itself had like these little like bubbles.
Yeah.
So that it kind of like magnified what they were.
Oh, really?
Dude, it was the stupidest fucking thing. But at one point, it was like you had to have sea monkeys, dude.
This was that time. This was like the early 90s.
Yeah.
And I knocked them over and the thing spilt and she was fucking inconsolable.
What about those little fucking
Eggs that you took care of.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot
those-
what they were called.
those
The
little
Tamagotchi.
Tamagotchis? Yeah,
That sounds like it should be a gi.
it should be Tamagotchi.
Yeah, oh, I got
You should
that.
make one. Yeah, like make a gi like that where if like, because then you have to perform tasks to keep those alive. So like it's
Yeah.
in your gi where if you don't roll,
It starts to change
dies.
color.
Yeah, it starts to die.
It starts to rip. It starts to
Yeah.
rip
Yeah.
easy and shit.
It's like,
The
dude, you haven't
threads start
put this thing
coming
on
out.
in a while. You suck. I'm dying.
The Tamagotchis were so
Dude, you be
stupid.
buying a new gi like every
Well, I don't know
the
why you
month.
got to do that.
because you don't like training the
Why
gi.
you gotta
you gotta
do
do
that?
Dude, I got a new gi. I put it on and I broke my rib.
Guy blew his rib out.
That's what I get for fucking putting on a
I
gi.
mean-
I'm like, oh, I got this new gi. Let me come
Dude,
down
the
and
way
roll.
it happened was crazy.
Yeah, tell the story.
Maybe it was a
Hold on.
training. Maybe it was a training partner.
It was. Hold on. I'm gonna tell. Hold on. I gotta
You have it written in your phone.
Yeah.
He's like, all right. So what
You have
happened?
it written down.
It was a Wednesday night.
I can't believe you don't.
45 degrees out.
5:45
I don't
p.m.
fucking remember what I did.
That's so funny. Yeah, the Tamagotchis were so weird though, dude.
Yeah.
Like they had the worst graphics on it. It was like some bullshit.
Yeah.
Sean's here. Do you have the sticks?
Your snack sticks.
Yeah, you gotta show the
Can I
boys.
see 'em?
We gotta show the camera too. We got the camera going right now. We were just talking about those fucking shit sticks.
All right. So
Look at these things, dude. Look at these things.
What? Look at
Look
that.
at these. Yo, put them to the camera real quick for the
Hack your snack.
Terrence. Put them in front of the camera. Give a little fucking snack.
Dude.
Snack. Dude, you're
Dude,
welcome.
I could use these to smoke joints.
So you don't burn your fingers.
that's kind of what it looks like.
Roach
the
clips.
roach clip.
That is a pothead innovation too.
Yeah,
Dude.
that is
No,
so
you didn't-
funny.
Nobody thought of that. Not stoned.
That is so funny, dude. I could use these when I smoke joints.
Actually, you know what I do use though is a fork.
Oh wow.
I just put it in the fork and I smoke it.
The best shit that I've seen
Now
is
you got a
rolling.
fucking chopstick.
The best shit I've seen is rolling papers, right? And these rolling papers have like a thin piece of metal, looks like a paper clip. So you roll the joint up. As the joint burns, this paper clip exposes. You bend the paper clip out. And as it gets down to the roach, you're just holding a little paper clip.
Oh, that's a good
That's a
idea.
good idea.
Yeah. Yep, they got them. My brother fucking smokes joints all the time.
I've been
Really?
smoking doinks late
What are,
night.
what are they, raws?
I think they might be raws.
What is it? Doink.
A doink out here. There was this dude called
Out here.
Young,
Yo,
young,
I
King,
said
young King
doink.
Dave. He passed away. R.I.P. Rest in power. He was this heavy set guy, and he was like fucking out in the middle of a cornfield, and he was like out here in Amish smoking big doinks.
I remember calling weed dank. Yo, that shit's dank,
Yeah,
bro.
shit's dank.
Some dank herb.
That's dank, dude. We used
Some
to call
fire.
we used to call weed charm. Like, yo, you got any charm?
Oh,
Dank
really?
It's
is
funny.
a,
Every time you buy weed and you're like, yo, what is, or like, you know, like, even if you don't ask what it is, they be like, yo, it's that fire.
Is that fire?
that
Yeah, it's
fire?
Regs with seeds
Yeah.
in it,
It's
dude.
like Half Baked when they have that
It's
delivery
like,
service.
is it
the
ever
guy's
not
like,
fire?
It's like we have a very light, herby, minty taste. And Dave Chappelle's like, "Would you go to weed college, man? Fuck, just give me the weed."
Yeah, we had all different sayings. We used to
It's-
say 90s. Like if you want to roll up an L,
Mhm.
we would be like, yo, you want to roll 90? Like a 90-degree angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had like all different.
dub.
A dub.
Dude, in Half Baked, Jon Stewart, he's like, you ever recorded a podcast? You ever record a podcast on weed? And like
I
all
don't
these
think he
things.
said podcast.
No,
though.
he didn't say podcast, but I was just fuck you, David.
My father took me out of
David.
fucking school early to go see that movie.
That's
yeah,
so
I remember you telling us
amazing.
the story, dude.
like,
That's
dude,
awesome.
Then the next week, you're like, you're doing terrible in school. Like, geez, you wonder why?
Yeah, you took me out to fucking watch a stoner
When I went
movie.
to when I went to Cali, it's so cool like walking into a dispensary and like the people there like thoroughly enjoy their job.
Oh,
You know?
yeah.
It's like
The
you
bud
go there,
tenders?
yeah, and they're like,
That's
hey
awesome.
man,
The bud tenders.
That's what
yeah,
they call
that's what they call them.
That's awesome.
They're like, hey man, you know, like, well, what are you looking for today? Like, do you know, what kind of high do you want? You know, and I'm like, well, you know, like I'm just here. I'm like, I'm kind of here for work, so I don't want to like smell too much. Like, oh, all right, definitely a cart. You know, it's like, they're like, now, are you more sativa or indica? Like, you know, the hybrid. Like, they like fucking. It's so funny,
Dude, I've been waiting for this time of my life,
and you can't.
and I can't even smoke, dude.
Yeah.
I knew it was going to come, man. People would tell me all the time, nah, you're never going to see it in your lifetime. It's never going to be legal. Stop thinking it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And now you have all these great stories, man. People going outside, smoking, fucking going to dispensaries and shit, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking dope.
You can't do any of it.
I can't do any of it.
That's
Yeah.
It does suck.
It is cool though, and it's so cool to see like all the different strains and like a lot, like if you go to like a nice dispensary, they have it like underneath glass, like it's like you're looking at jewelry, like they have it all displayed with like
Good lighting.
good lighting. They have like little like bullet points, like where it's grown, like what kind like strain it is, and
Yeah.
it's like you're learning like the fucking history of all the weed, and then it's just like it's so fucking cool just to be able to go in there and see like all the products that they make.
Yeah.
I got Bree a fucking bath bomb. Like it had
Is weed?
yeah, THC and CBD.
What?
Yeah.
Dude.
Did she
Doink
get
bomb?
lit from it?
Doink
What?
bomb,
Do you get
dude.
high from
Did you use
Yeah.
it?
You get high from it?
Yeah.
That's
Put it
fucking
in your bath, you
sick.
soak in your bath, and you get stoned?
Yeah.
That's
That's
cool.
so cool.
You're it goes in your skin. Your
Yeah.
you know, skin's
Did you
the biggest
drink?
organ.
Did you drink the bath water after?
It's like the bong water, dude.
Nah, I didn't drink the bath water.
That's funny, man.
But yeah, it's like, it's so cool. They have like so much shit, like anything that you can fucking imagine.
Yeah, I thought it was dope. I saw it looks like a glass blunt, and you just grind the shit out of your weed.
You like pack it,
and
right?
You pack it.
My
and then
cousin
you just
had one
light
of
it,
those.
and you just smoke straight weed. Like you hold it like a blunt or a cigarette. And
You like
just
you
That's
pull it out,
fucking
and then
awesome.
you light the end, and as it burns, you push it, or you sometimes you twist it,
and there's like a little like
and it like pushes the
yes.
ashes out.
Yep.
So innovative, dude. These
Yeah.
stoners, they'll make like a fucking bong out of like a paper clip and
Dude, my
fucking
brother's friend-
orange peel.
He owns Long Island Glass, and he blows some fucking real crazy
Sick.
bongs.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
balls.
That's so much fun to watch. Like
Yeah.
when you're at like a.
If you go to Shakedown on 112,
Yeah.
on 420, they have Long Island Glass. That guy comes and blows glass like in the store, so you can go and watch.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's probably
Yeah.
so cool to watch a guy like blow a piece.
I was
pause,
there.
and then fucking and then like take it home with you.
I went
Kid's
there
got
one
a
year.
wrench on him.
An absolute wrench.
That will never not be funny.
No,
yeah, you love
shit.
it.
It is
Yeah.
a good one, dude. I'll throw it out once in a while.
Terrence, man, you're one of a kind. I
Dude.
appreciate you.
Don't ever change, bro.
Dude.
Appreciate T.
you
Carvey.
guys
Yeah.
making me blush.
I gotta ask you a question though.
Now
What's
that-
the deal with your fucking belt?
What, it looks like a boner? My dog eats it. What, just that it's sticking out? Or that
Yeah,
it's
why do you not-
the
you
boner
can't
of
tuck
the
it in.
belt?
Why do you not stick it through the other?
Yeah, like every other human being.
Dude, I don't know. Sometimes I forget. Get off my back. It was funny. I
He's
was
like,
at,
why? Because it looks like a boner.
I was at. Well, that's what's happened before. Like my T-shirt. Like my brother-in-law
You told us.
was.
That's so funny.
It was like stick. I'm at a little kid's party. Like they're like cutting cake, and my belt was going straight out. And I wear like bigger T-shirts. So he's like, "Dude, do you have a boner right now?"
Are you serious, dude?
I'm like, "No, I don't have a boner. You sick fuck."
At a kid's fucking party, bro.
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Well, that was like when I went.
Different kind of cake.
We
you know what I'm saying?
thought Taylor thought they were like CBD edibles, but they were Delta 8, so you still get dummy high, and like
You
they were
do.
50 milligrams. And I ate one thinking it was
reasonable.
CBD, and then I was so fucking high at a 10-year-old's birthday party, and I'm like, this is so bad. Like I just like Taylor and I kept looking at each other and giggling.
on
Like,
the
I was
edibles.
like-
Do your eyes get like blown out?
yeah, sometimes they do.
They do.
Like get all bloodshot, which is funny because like I always thought that was from the smoke,
Yeah,
but I
me
guess
too.
it's the
From the
THC.
THC.
Yeah.
Dude, my
Yeah.
eyes would get fucking Chinese, bro.
Do you just have like
Chinese?
the Visine, keep it in
Dude,
the car?
Always had the Visine. You couldn't even see like, yo, your eyes open right now. I'm like, yeah, I'm looking right at you. It's like your
I
eyes
never
looked
used
at-
Visine.
When I was younger, I did.
I never did.
Well, when
Back in
your
high
parents
school,
know because
yeah.
it's like a dead giveaway. So like you're trying
Yeah.
to like play it cool.
like I used it like a couple times, but like I never really used it.
I did. It was always a staple.
always
I
had
just
in the
never
car.
cared.
Go back into
Yeah.
class. You gotta. pull
I
it
did
in.
that
I
one
never
time.
smoked in
I did
high
that
school.
one time. Oh, I know. You started late in the game.
Yeah, sort of. Well, I smoked once in like before school in high school, but I started really smoking like when I went away to college.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
then
I smoked once and went back into high school, dude, and it was like the worst thing ever. I legit like people were like walking past me. I felt like I was in the Matrix. I was like, dude, I gotta get the fuck out of here. Like this is
It's so funny.
This is not a good scene right now. I'm down bad.
when I went to
Straight up not having a good time.
yeah, dude.
when I went to
Not
Delhi,
not a solid move.
not a solid move. Yeah, when I went to Delhi, the kid in the dorm
How high?
room, Delhi,
Dumb high.
dumb high. When I went, the kid who lived in the dorm next to me, like he worked for his dad. His dad like had this big construction company out in somewhere in Nassau, like in like a really like rich area, and so his dad would like send him like allowance, fucking while he's like at college. So this kid didn't work, didn't do anything, and he would just buy like weed every day, like buy eighths every day. And then he would come and he would like, I mean, we were friends at the time, you know? So he'd come knock on my door. He'd be like, yo, or text me. He'd be like, yo, can you roll something up for me? Like he didn't know how to roll anything. Like
What?
He didn't, like we didn't have a bong or a bowl or anything. Cause like you can't really keep that in your dorm room.
Right.
And,
Why not?
what?
Why
Cause it
not?
fuc't smells.
You get those RAs or whatever they
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
They
the
can check your
fucking-
rooms and shit.
Do they inspect your room and shit?
I don't remember. I feel like they did. I feel like every once in a
Gotta
while
make it
they would
count.
come
Every-
in.
Yeah, just like a random kind of
Yeah,
inspection.
yeah. But,
Are you the only person in this podcast that went to college?
I think
I
so.
think so.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, I feel like a loser. But yeah, so fucking he would like hit me up to roll, and that's how like I started smoking like a lot, because I'm like, fuck it. I'm like, I'll roll something up if you want to smoke. And then he'd be like, yo, you know, smoke with me.
Yeah, that's how you got in.
I used to literally sit there and fucking like take cigarettes, like empty them out and practice with the tobacco and just roll.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
I got like, it's like very satisfying to roll something like that's like clean and.
Yeah. I just used to roll blunts. I hate joints.
Well, I would do both.
Yeah. I would roll a mean blunt.
Well, when I stopped smoking blunts like maybe 3 or 4 years ago, but up until then, like from college till then, it was blunts every day.
Yeah.
Like couple a day.
Yeah, I mean, it can't be good for your lungs.
Definitely not.
Yeah, looking back, those things are kind of disgusting.
The what?
The blunts. It's
Yeah.
kind of fucking.
Yeah, it's harsh.
Actually, when I went to Florida, it was the first time I smoked a blunt in like probably fucking 4 years.
Yeah, dude. Like I remember when it was just like straight Dutch Masters. And then all of
Yeah.
a sudden they had the vanilla boys. They had the grape Dutchies, bro.
They
Yeah.
got every flavor now.
Yeah.
They got a whole like fucking bottom row at 7-Eleven of them.
Of Dutchies?
Yeah,
You just gotta
All
get the
different
regular
flavors and
Blue
shit.
Label Dutch.
Nah, see, I always did vanilla or grape.
What's vanilla?
Vanilla was nice.
What
Yeah,
color?
Vanilla. I don't remember the color. But I,
think
remember
it's
Probably
I
white.
think it's no. I think it's actually
Same
blue. It's
color
like the
vanilla
light blue.
always is.
maybe it is. I don't know. But I just remember like regular Dutch Masters taste like shit after like the flavors came out.
Yeah.
And we're just like, yo, let's just do
I don't
vanilla
know. I just say dollar Dutch, baby.
Dollar Dutch.
Yeah.
Give me that dollar Dutch.
Dollar touch.
How much are they now? Like $3?
Probably.
Yo, I tried to hit up some people for a question of the day, bro. We don't have a question of the day.
Sean got anything in the pipeline? Shawnee, the kid, you got any questions of the day for the boys?
No,
Okay, got you.
Wait, didn't I text you something?
Did you?
I think so.
I think you might have turned
You
that off.
turned it
dude.
off. You gotta plug it in. No. Yeah.
Is it good?
You're good.
Just something I wanted to bring up. So my son's in high school. I know I've been on the podcast a couple times. We've talked about it. There was apparently this huge fight in his school. It was an email sent home by the principal and the superintendent, and it was like, I just want to address to you the concerns that happened at the high school today. There was a lot of police cars, and a guy went on. The superintendent goes on in this email about how racist language won't be tolerated, and this whole big thing. So I forwarded the email to my son. I said, "What happened?" So he sends me a text. He's like, he goes, check your email. I'm sending you an email. So he sends me the video of the fight, of course, because these fucking kids in high school take their phones out for everything. So it's a black kid and a Spanish kid, and they're just throwing every racial slur possible at each other, and then all of a sudden they start fighting. So it's like this, grainy video. Looks like someone took the video with a microwave, but it's fucking funny to watch these kids go at it. And then because these kids are so good with the fucking phones and the computers and stuff like that, it's edited to make it look like fucking anime. So they have like these effects in the background, and then there's like sound effects, and there's fight song, and then at the end of the thing, the one kid that wins the fight kicks the other kid down the stairs, so it stops, and you hear, "This is Sparta," and the fucking kid gets kicked into. I'm howling. Here's probably like a 16-year-old kid that's crying on at the bottom of the steps. I'm laughing my balls off. Going, these fucking kids are crazy. Not only do they record the fights, they sit there and they edit them, and then they repost them and send them out. So it's not like back in the day, you got your ass kicked in high school. Everyone talked about it for a couple of days until the next kid got their ass kicked, until there was another fight, and another kid got jumped or something like that. Now this video lives forever. This kid's gonna be 60 years old, and someone's gonna be like, "Hey, is this you, Pop?
Yeah.
Like, is this you, the guy with all his effects?"
Dude, that is fucking hilarious.
That's so funny.
The fucking kids are wild, man.
They are fucking
That's
wild.
so
The
crazy.
internet is the best and the worst.
Oh, it's they had over the summer they were bored during like quarantine, like right in the beginning of quarantine a year ago. My son decided he was going to box one of his best friends.
Oh, I remember the story.
So they threw on like lacrosse helmets and lacrosse gloves,
Locker box?
and they were going to have a match. So it wasn't just like, hey, let's go down to the field or the gym or whatever and just be idiots and like we've all done 1,000 times. They decided to make a production out of it. So they started cutting promos and sending promos back and forth to each other about what they're going to do to each other. Then they came up with these like PDF fight posters, mock fight posters, and they had girls come down and do the walkouts with them. And I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots.
That is fucking awesome.
That's kinda
dude.
awesome.
That
That's
is
kinda
fucking
awesome.
And it was because they were just super bored during quarantine, and they're like, let's just go punch each other in the face and make a thing out of it.
do
Yo,
it?
people make careers
Down
out of
at the
that though
football
now.
field.
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like just
Yeah,
being,
Logan Paul.
being goofy and creative with being a goofball. Like
those
awesome.
edits of like UFC knockouts where you have a guy like he catches Thor's hammer and then smash.
So
those
funny.
things are fucking great.
Yeah, those
funny.
are great edits, dude. I forgot someone showed me those. It's like a boxing match, and the guy
Ray Rod on Instagram.
Yeah, Ray Rod, dude. He fucking gets uppercutted, and the guy just turns into like ice and crumbles apart and shit. And like then they come with their little
some
robot
rules are-
vacuum and sucks it up.
The best one was the one that put him on the map was the Deontay Wilder one where I forget who he KOs, but he KOs the dude and his soul leaves his body, and you see like his soul come out of his body.
you
in the
see
ring.
it, like,
yeah.
He gets
So
his
he's, like,
luggage and
floating-
goes to the
floating above-
airport. It's like dragging his luggage behind him at
Dude,
the
the
airport.
edits are so good. I can't
That
wait to
was-
see
that
this
was an
video.
edit?
By the way,
Yeah,
Sean.
that was like the Ray Rod edit that like made him super famous.
That's
He did that one.
awesome.
It was fucking hilarious.
We got to watch this Sean's edit from his kid.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm like
I
really,
really want to
really
see
looking
that.
forward
That's
to
so
this.
funny.
Definitely excited.
Kind of going along the lines with Sean's story. Have you guys been in or seen any like super crazy fights like in high school or anything? Because I know at Pat Med, like when I was in, I'm pretty sure it was when I was in 9th grade. Yeah, when I was in 9th grade, there was a fucking brawl. Like probably like no lie, like 20 on 20. Like in the hallway, and the school actually got shut down. We got sent home and stuff. And bro, there was blood everywhere.
Wow.
Like everywhere.
That's
there was
sick.
fucking splats on lockers. Like the floor was covered in blood. Like it was fucking crazy.
Did you see it?
Yeah.
What
awesome.
happened? What's the?
I don't even know, like, because it was like in this one hallway where like everything kind of like we're all like
The 123.
what?
The 123 hallway. That used to.
I don't remember.
It's like where it's like it used to be the foreign language wing where it connects to the library.
Yes,
And then
but
if
it's
you go
on the
around
second floor.
left-
On the second floor, not on the first floor.
Okay, this was on the first floor. I know.
But
they
I know what
redid
you're
the
talking about.
school,
The
so-
second language hallway. So that same hallway, but on the second floor.
Okay.
And so you know where that comes into, like where the new wing goes, and it's like everything
No, 'cause
comes
they
together.
redid the school. I'm
Yeah, I
old,
haven't
bro.
been in the
I
school
left
since
2001.
2010. But so
A lot has changed.
But anyway, so in that hallway, so it was kind of like a busy hallway to begin with. But I just remember like it was like literally like two like armies just met in the middle, and it was like not like fucking crazy. Just people just beating the fuck out of each other.
Damn.
Like fist flying. Like people were hitting people that, like they didn't even know if they were like on their team or just whatever.
Just
Yeah, it
making a
was
mess.
insane.
I didn't have one of those in high school, but I had two crazy brawls that I can remember. My buddy Dave had this party years ago, and he used to always have like these big parties. And he lived in a cul-de-sac, so it was like perfect. It was like a little quiet street, whatever. But he threw this party where there was like three groups. It was like group A, B, and C, right? So like his sister had some people there. He had different groups of his friends there. So like group A and B didn't know each other, right? But A and C both knew each other, right? So like three separate groups, but not all of them knew each other. And this a fight almost breaks out, kind of gets broken up, almost breaks out again. And long story short, basically, everybody's like most people trying to keep the peace, but this one group doesn't know the other group, and they start fighting, right? So now like the middle group that was trying to break it up, it just went to shit. So now everybody's fighting, dude. It was like fucking 25, 30 people brawling in the middle of the street. And I remember watching it happen. I was barefoot, by the way, during this. Terrible idea. I had rocks in my feet for days. And I remember
Why are you
seeing...
barefoot?
Because I had flip-flops on.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's even
I ended
worse.
up barefoot. But dude,
This
I
is
remember...
why you never wear flip-flops for fights, right?
Yes. Yes. I remember watching it go down, and I was like one of the middle groups where I knew both sides, like trying to keep the peace. I just see people hitting each other, like friends now hitting each other, and it was dark. It was in the middle of in the middle of the street, not a lot of street lights. I remember watching my Danny fucking blast one of his own friends, not realizing it.
Oh my god.
It was
Friendly
crazy.
fire?
Dude. He was just like in the middle, like chin tucked, hands down, and just firing off punches because you didn't know who was around you.
It's like scoring on your own net, dude.
Yeah. And my buddy at the time, Lex, he jumped on, and you guys know Dre, he jumped on Dre's back, like dragged him to the ground and almost started hitting him, and he was like, dude, it's me.
Oh my god.
And I'll never forget, at the end of it, This was back in, like 2002, maybe 2003. Remember the Motorola flip phones?
Yeah, the Razor.
Razor?
No,
Yeah.
no, predates the Razor. It was like the M90 or something like that.
Oh, I-90, the Nextel?
No. It was like the first backlit neon
Where you
fucking
at?
one.
Where you at?
Yeah,
But
the
dude, at
beep.
the end of the fight, it was just cell phones everywhere. Everybody's cell phone was in the middle of the street, and it was all neon because everybody had that phone. It was all neon lights,
That's
and we were all
hilarious.
just picking up our cell phones at the end.
That's
of it.
so
It was-
funny.
dude. It was bananas. And then,
I remember the first time I saw someone like pretty much die from getting hit with a punch.
damn, bro.
Yeah, it was bad. We were in the cafeteria and these two kids had beef. And this one kid, we called him Scrappy. He was like a tall, skinny kid, like really dirty, you know. And this one kid was just like riding him about like where he lived, how he dressed, how he smelled. And the kid just had enough, and he comes in with a roll of quarters, dude.
Oh.
And the kid, we all know it's coming. We're all sitting there, and the
Like
kid comes
popcorn.
in, dude. The kid comes into the cafeteria. He goes to make a quick right, and the kid's right there, dude. Fucking blasts him in the face with a roll of quarters, dude. You heard the shot, and the kid just like went down. It was like he was lifeless. It was
Folded?
It was the first time I've ever seen somebody die. in
Linguini
real life.
legs.
Yeah, dude. It was bad.
That's crazy.
Broke the kid's orbital.
Yeah, orbital.
And fucking black, the darkest black eye you've ever seen in your life.
That's crazy.
He learned a lesson that day.
Yeah.
I saw actually. This just reminded me that it was a bad one. It was in high school. It was out in the front of
By Greenport.
yeah, but off to the right where the buses were, like on that little front area. This kid, they saw each other. You knew it was about to go down. Kid pulled out his fucking pager. This was back when beepers were still around. The clip, and he put the clip over his fingers like this.
Oh, shit.
Fucking boom, like half punched, half threw it at him, but like close range, like from me to Luigi, dude, and blasted this kid in the nose with it, bro. His nose shattered. It was
my
insane.
God.
Oh.
And like you saw the pieces of the beeper fly, and, like, bro, like broken hand. Like, you know that what's that movie where they find that kid who becomes an assassin?
Wanted?
Wanted?
Yeah, with
You know that
Shia?
scene where he hits him with the fucking keyboard?
Yeah.
It was like that, but with a beeper, dude.
Oh my
and yo,
God.
the sound was gross, and you heard the kid immediately just go, ugh, and like fall and fly backwards into that big pine tree.
Yeah.
It was bad, dude. And he got up, his face was fucked up.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
God.
his
dude.
lip was all cut up. His nose was like over here.
All from a beeper.
Dude, I mean, yo, point blank, you know, like he threw that like trying to throw somebody out at home.
Yeah.
One other- go ahead.
143.
143.
Yeah.
911.
One other time.
187.
631.
Remember when 631 came around?
Yeah,
It
yeah.
used to be Long Island was all
It was all
516.
516 for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, now it's they split. That was like what, 2000?
I heard
Yeah.
that. And there's
a
another
new-
one,
I think
right?
there's a new one.
Yeah, there's a new
Really?
area
For like
code.
out east, I think.
Yeah, out east.
Oh, really?
What is
Like
it?
Orient
It might start
Point.
with the 0. I'm
Triple
gonna go
zero?
check it
Because
I don't
nobody
know.
cares.
Go ahead.
No, but I was gonna say one other one when I was. This was I believe I was out of high school for this. I might have still been in high school, but my friend was dating this girl from Sachem, and so we went to like a party, and it wasn't even a party in Sachem. It was like someone she knew in a different district. So we went to this girl's house, and so like me and my friend are from Pat Med,
You ain't got no
and
friends.
we had no friends there. We didn't know anyone. So we show up, and it's like a typical house party. People are there chilling, drinking, smoking, and so like this, it was like me, my friend, his girlfriend, like 2 other girls, me, yeah, obviously, and I forgot that I said me. And then our other friend, our other friend met us there with him and his girlfriend, and so then like whatever, like an hour into the night, right? This like literally a whole group of dudes come up.
Wait, were you
Like-
there?
Yeah.
Okay.
And they come knock on the door, and this girl, she was like, like I really don't want them here, blah blah. Like, who comes to I remember she's like, who the fuck comes to a house party, a group full of dudes? I was like, yeah, this man sus. So me and my friend were like, my friend Zach were like, yo, sorry, but she doesn't want you in here, and like we didn't even know the girl, she was like complaining to us, like venting, and we're like, yo, don't worry, we'll take care of it. So we go out there and we're just like, yeah, sorry, like you can't come in, like she doesn't want you here, blah blah. And they're like, Yeah, right. Like, you know, they're like not really having it. So my friend, this kid Jonathan, he's like the smallest of everyone, right? Like this little fucking kid. He's out there like barking at them, just fucking. He's like, yo, get the fuck out of here, blah blah blah. You know. So they leave. Right, like 30 minutes later, they came back and like egged everyone's car. Right, like it was so fucking stupid. Now I'm thinking about it. Right, and but so this one kid had a brand new Mustang, like just like whatever year it was literally brand new, just got it, and they egged the shit out of it. So he was tight, yo. So he calls them. Right, I go into the bathroom, right, and I fucking hear him on the phone calling. I guess he knew who it was. Yo, come back, blah blah, we're gonna fuck you up, you know, this, that, the other thing. So like 20 minutes later they come back and this kid leaves. I'm like,
yo, you just told him to come back, and then
yeah. So everyone's like, why did they come back? Like this, that, the other thing. And I'm like, wait. I'm like, where's that kid that was here calling them? You know, and they're like, who? So I told them the story, and then like we've put two and two together, figured out that this fucking kid told him to come back, and then dipped. Yeah. So they're like tight now. So they come out, right, and then my friend and his girlfriend go out there because, trying to like make peace or whatever. I don't even know what happened, but somebody hit my friend's girlfriend at the time.
Oh shit!
And then it was just lights out. We fucked everyone up.
That's awesome.
Like it was, and there was probably like 15 of them. It was me, my friend, and then this little kid John, and he was like, it was crazy though. That was an insane night.
One of the best party brawls that ever happened. I won't name names. It was a Halloween party. We got invited. My buddy used to work at Abercrombie. He was one of the shirtless model guys.
Nice.
Yeah. Some chick that he worked with invited us to this party. It was Halloween, and it was a party out in Yaphank. And we got told like that Yaphank, these kids, they call themselves pankers or whatever. They're supposed to be like, the way it got told us is like the
Hutters.
Like the pikeys from like Snatch, like very similar. Anyway, long story short, we go to this party. There's like 7 or 8 of us, maybe it's like 7 or 10 of us, and it was real hostile. You could tell these kids didn't want us there. We decided, like, fuck it, we're gonna get out of here, because these kids were kind of being rude to us. We're walking out. My buddy stops to take a piss, and over here is like, yeah, fuck you. That was like his trigger. Anytime somebody said fuck you, it was always fuck me, fuck you, followed by a banger. That's exactly what happened. Fuck you. And I don't even think they were saying it to him. He just, fuck me, fuck you, bang. Dude, brawl sparks off. And I'll never forget, this kid was wearing a Richard Nixon mask. And I watched Richard Nixon get the piss beat out of him.
How you going to fight with the mask on? There's like tiny little holes to see out of.
So
like you have no peripheral.
A friend of ours that we all know, and I'll fill you in who it was afterwards. I remember he had a Corona bottle holding it by the neck and just smashing this kid in his fucking mouth with it.
I know who it is.
So, dude, we're brawling. This kid who almost never hung out with us, for some reason happened to be there, don't ask me why and shit, had a flare gun. They were out in the backyard. They were in the backyard getting surrounded.
So good.
They were getting surrounded by the other kids. Shoots the flare gun off. Lands on the roof, sets the fucking roof on fire. So the fucking roof is on fire, and we're like, yo, we gotta get the fuck out of here. The girl's whose house it was starts running, and she had this really long driveway. We're running down the driveway. The girl comes running and grabs one of my friends and starts like hitting him. And he's like, stop fucking hitting me. She keeps hitting him, jumps on his back, he's like, stop fucking hitting me. Still going, bro. He picks this bitch up and body slams her on her driveway. It's her party. Her house just got set on fire. Now this bitch gets body slammed.
That's fucking awesome.
We run, dude. We get in the car. We fucking peel off. It was ridiculous, dude. So this girl invited us to her house. News. Yeah, we came in, beat everybody up, and set her fucking house.
That's fucking awesome.
That's crazy. I almost got into a fight on prom, like at not at prom, but the like after party type thing.
Yeah.
Actually, Alexa was there, and
she probably started it.
No, I don't remember who it was, but so this girl fucking. It was like she charged to have a prom party. It was like $100 a head, right? She was like, there's gonna be alcohol, food, this, that, the other thing.
Blowjobs.
And we're like, I was assuming, but no. So I was like, I'm like, whatever, $100 a head, that's fine. If there's gonna be alcohol and shit there, that's cool. So we get there, right?
Were you there?
Yeah. And so we get there. Like Alexa was with me. Like we took the limo, like our whole friend group together. So we all came, you know, like
Together.
together. Yeah, we get dropped off. And shut the fuck up.
Were you in the limo?
Yes, I was. And you guys are fucking dicks.
Just continue.
You're giving us layups, dude. You're giving us layups here.
The hater's catching some hate right now.
He's giving us layups. So we all took the limo together, so we came together.
Shut the fuck up, all right? You're making me lose my train of thought. Yeah, so
I don't think that's what's making you lose your train of thought, Remy.
No, it is. So we get there, and the girl, like, there's no pizza left. First of all, she charges $100 to get to pizza, and then she's like, we get there, she's like, sorry, the bar's closed. I'm like, the bar is closed? What the fuck do you mean? She's like, yeah. She's like, it closed at 10 o'clock. I'm like, bitch, this is your house. What do you mean the bar closed at 10 o'clock? I'm like, I paid a fucking $100. I'm like, the bar's not closing.
Wait, you paid her in advance?
What? No, she wasn't an insurance agent.
You paid in advance to go to the party?
Yeah,
Or like you paid at the door, and then she was like, no,
we
by
all
the way.
paid in advance so she can get alcohol, so she can get food, like, you know, like it was a thing, you know. And she's like, yeah, sorry, the bar's closed. And it's literally like one of those like tiki bar type things in her backyard that she, like, it was on wheels, like it was like a small, like the size of these two tables, and she just pushed it against like the house, like as if it was like closed.
It was closed, yeah.
Yeah. So me and my friend, we fucking go back there, we move the tiki bar, we grab like 3-4 bottles, and we just start walking out. And I guess somebody had like a problem with that, and we were just, it almost escalated into a fight, but luckily it didn't.
Riveting story.
Yeah.
Riveting.
I'm
All right,
literally on the edge of my seat.
On that note, let's
Fuck
wrap
you
this
guys.
up, boys.
I didn't hear any stories out of you.
I have plenty. I'll tell you off air.
He would have, but you didn't get that other story out because we weren't sure if you were in a limo or not.
This leads me to my get your weight up, not your hate up.
We'd have no time. We're wrapping this
To
up.
be continued.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know next week.
All right, yo, big shout out to all of our sponsors: Island Kava, Relax and Revive, Totalmotion 360, Be Remy Fit. All right,
He was in a limo.
he was in the limo.
North Shore,
we took
North Shore
a
Insurance Agency.
Laylo,
we took a Hummer limo. That's how fucking fresh we were.
dude, that's
Damn.
nice. Big shout out to Laylo, always supporting us out here.
I want to give a extra quick shout out to Relax and Revive.
Guys loving it.
What?
I said, guys loving it.
I love the place, but also Isar, who owns the place, is a salt of the earth dude, man. He's awesome. I called, I wanted to go there last week, and I didn't realize they were closing a little early. He went out of his way to hit me up after that and be like, listen, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
When you come in, like, don't worry, hit me up in advance, we'll take care of you. I was like, dude, I appreciate that so much. Like,
Yeah, he's
he didn't-
awesome.
Yeah, he didn't have to do that. So
No.
this is like this. He genuinely cares
Yep.
and goes out of his way to take care of you, and I just thought that was awesome.
Did you book a massage? Right?
No,
Did you
I
say
didn't,
your massage, you couldn't get an appointment with whoever you go to normally?
Oh yeah, no, I got that taken care of, but I'm still gonna go. I'm gonna go to him too.
Sweet.
But,
Dude, he's still
yeah.
in the limo. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so go check out Isar at Relax and Revive.
Tell
And,
him the Jitty Titty crew sent you.
Yep, definitely tell him that. And gotta hit us up with some questions a day. Check us out February 19th at Flex Fights, Stereo Garden and Patchogue.
Yep, next Saturday if you want to log into Facebook and
Long Island
watch.
Jiu-Jitsu Network.
Also,
And we'll have some new merch too the 19th. So come on down and get some shit.
next week, special guest.
Yes.
I'm pumped.
Papa Della Rocca.
No, the 30th. Not next week, the week after.
Oh, all right, my bad.
All right. Well, stay tuned because he's coming on. All right, yo. Thanks for listening. Peace.
Peace.
Ta-ta.